And we are live. Welcome to The Last Word with Lord Cardito and Ebontis, hot by the campfire, the final campfire for 2019, ushering in a new wave. What is it? What are we, episode 85? What are we?
85.
Woo! Another one, man. Another one. We're still doing this damn podcast.
What? When did we start? Hey,
That's good.
we started the last one in Mercury, so we may as well be still doing it when Mercury came back around. We've come full circle.
Yo, you just put it in
We've
perspective.
come full circle.
Wow.
Curse
It's
of
funny you
Osiris
said that.
to Osiris to Osiris. That is.
I listened.
This is our
to,
last episode.
just to
This is
cut-
where we have to end. We've come full circle. We're
Yeah.
good. Like,
This is it.
so
we
we're
brought the
wrapping up
timeline
right here.
together.
You guys don't. No, I'm just kidding. They're like, don't. No.
The perfect paradox. Yo, real quick. I listened to what we were formerly Flashpoint #1.
Oh my God.
Yo,
I can't.
you gotta listen,
No,
bro.
I couldn't. I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, in some parts it's cringy, but it was good. I was like, yo, this was good. And we had the heart in it, man. We were like, we gonna fight for this game, damn it.
Oh man, I can only imagine the shill level at that point. It's gotta be pretty high.
Nah, bro. We did it for the love of the game. I was passionate. Listen to the episode 1, man. I was like, wow, we're out here, man. We want to talk Destiny because there's nothing to talk about, but we wanted to talk Destiny.
We found crap to talk about. That is all I got. Oh my God.
Yes,
I don't know if I
sir.
could go back. It's like I have not gone back to look at my first YouTube video, and it's probably just as terrible.
You got to listen to Flashpoint #1. Boy, oh boy. Shout out to Forte. Shout out to Dizzy. That's what he said. Why did I have a 3-minute ad before it played the stream? Hey, Ebontis got to pay the bills. Come on now. He need extra cheese on his Whopper. Come on now.
Wow.
Get with it.
You know I don't even like cheese on my hamburgers, so.
That is true.
Covered
No
this,
condiments,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
We've covered this. But what's been going on, man? The world of Destiny. What have you been doing? Like, how's it been going? There's a lot to talk about, man.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good season of the dawn so far. We now are in the dawning. So snowflakes are falling. The tower has festive music. Snowballs
Woo.
are out.
Woo.
And there's this essence. There's an oven. There's some baked goods going around. So that stuff's back. Nice thing is when I logged in and I got a couple of those quests for those sparrows, it counted the baking I did last year. So like my 50 of 50 was like done. I was like, thank you. Thank you for counting the previous things. That's so
Huge
nice.
shame for me. So nice. So nice.
So yeah, a little bit of baking, but mostly just haven't even done all of those pieces yet. I've just been collecting things and working on my polarized fractaline grind and the obelisks and making some videos and made a long ass one
Salute.
about the obelisks. That was so long. That was.
Yeah.
I'm
Bro.
glad the ones who have watched it have, because I was like, this is gonna be too long.
No, bro. I went straight to you when you had those out because I was like, you know what? There was some parts of it, the intricacies I didn't understand, and you went through every category, breaking it down, strats, how to do it, where to go, what type of play style, times. Shout out to the timestamps. You got to respect the content creator that puts time.
I do
Love
that because I know
timestamps.
my stuff gets long, so I was like, I gotta put that in there. It's like a 25-minute Nightfall video. Some people just want to see the boss fight, and they're like, skip.
Love it, man. That's one thing I love about your videos. That, even with dessert, the simple things, man, because you go straight to what you want. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Mars. Thanks to E for letting me know Crucible is where I need to be. And those are my 2 favorite weapons. So I've been rocking that obelisk.
So is that where you settled in first? Is Mars?
Definitely been Mars. Been knocking. I mean, besides wasting about 2 hours trying to unlock the EDZ.
Yeah, that EDZ interaction. It's a little touch and go. It's I can't say it's reliable, but it is there.
Glitchy.
It's so weird. Sometimes the login goes straight to it's totally fine. Other times it's like as soon as it hangs, you're like, oh, that's gonna be like 10 times. I'll reload that one like a couple times because it's pretty quick. Then I'll go to the sludge and drive over a couple times. Then I'll go to orbit. Then I'll just freaking shut the game down and try again.
Yeah, man, that's a weird one. Season of the glitch, a lot of weird glitches. That's the only thing I would say.
Yeah.
Little damper on this one. But overall, I know it's still early and we got a lot to talk about, but how are we feeling about the dawn? What are we? Are we at the 1/3 mark? Are we even there yet? We're not even at the 1/3 yet. We're like 2 weeks.
We're in our second week of 12.
Yeah, we're still. It feels like we're longer than what it is.
There's been the story stuff's been going on. We've got the sundial. We've got the obelisk opened up. We've had quite a
Mhm.
bit, and then now we got the new dawning
Yeah.
activity, which feels like it just jumped straight into it. So
Mhm.
it's jumped in quick. I mean,
Mhm.
overall, like the $10 was worth just the 2 story missions.
Oh, already. Already. Mhm.
Those are really,
Agreed.
really good. But I mean, I don't know. I would find it hard for somebody to justify complaining about the value of this season for $10. Because I've
Like
enjoyed
I
the
s
story missions immensely. Those have been
Yeah.
so good, even though I'm left hanging right now. A little
Yeah.
bit of that. But I mean, the
Mhm.
sundial's like not the coolest activity, but now like the drops
Mhm.
that you can get from this thing as you start leveling up the obelisks and the season pass. That's a whole like that's where we're not quite menagerie, but we're definitely knocking on menagerie's door for drop level of rolls, the perks you can get. Then when you get to
Mhm.
season pass 92, every one of those guns at the end is going to have 2 perks instead of 1 to pick from, so your god roll is going to get even
Wow.
easier to get to. We'll kind of get to that
Mhm.
detail a little bit more. So I mean,
Mhm.
there's new little perks in there. We'll discuss the mods, which are hit or
Yes.
miss.
Mhm.
But I mean, overall, there's again, this is where I mean, shout out. They got the game award
Mhm.
for live service and community. Well, not live service. They got the community one, which again, hats off to the
Mhm.
community team, Deej and Scott and all those guys over there.
Woo! Mark.
Cosmo,
Mhm.
Dylan, like that whole team does an amazing job to bring what the whole studio does, somehow connect it with what most of the community does. And while it's not always what we want, they definitely
Mhm.
still keep in touch on both sides, and it's impressive what they do. So
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it last time, and it's been tremendous. It's actually been tremendous just to see, and yeah, man, seeing our guys celebrated, and now we move on to this next chapter and this whole transition, man, of them as the independent Bungie continuing on. So I've been liking it. I've been liking it, man. Lot going on right now. We got stuff to talk about.
what are you talking about? No. Oh my god.
Uh oh.
Uh
Uh oh.
sorry, chat is distracting and definitely not paying attention. I think they jumped into the wrong podcast. So anyway, so first off, like I mean the dawning
What's
kicked off
up?
this week. What are your thoughts about the Snowy Village event that we've got going on?
Well, the dawning, I've always biased. I like the dawning. I've always liked the little snowball stuff, the effect, wintry stuff. Huge dawning armor fan. I think those are some of the best sets in the
Do
game.
you already
This
have
one's a little.
your warlock armor?
I did not buy the new one yet. What I actually did is I'm so happy that I could purchase the old one that I missed out on
I
PC.
saw that one.
So
Yep.
oh, that was my favorite. I love that set. That set right there, the Warlock set is pristine. So I had to get that whole thing, got my ornaments unlocked, ready to go do my transmog for all my little outfits. I'm ready. So that was the first thing I did. I didn't buy any like emotes or ships or anything like that. I just did that. And then as far as that, what else? Of course, I brought my module currency because I gotta always keep that up
Are you
stocked.
seriously still buying that?
had to get a couple of modules, just in case, for a rainy day. Things
Gunsmith
get,
sells that crap for like planetary materials and glimmer. What are you doing?
listen,
No,
man.
no, like
Sometimes you never know. You never
no.
know. You could use this.
Okay, this is my public service announcement to anybody who listens to this.
Let's go.
Do not buy the upgrade module thing for bright dust. It's like you're spending gold to buy bronze. You're spending a rare currency to buy something
Listen.
that's not that hard to come by. I don't care if you have 60,000 of it cuz I do too. I'm a hoarder. I've kept
Mhm.
that stuff. It's still you could buy every cosmetic in there and your money will be better spent than buying those upgrade modules. So please,
But
that
what?
is my PSA not to buy that stuff.
But what about when you're in the field? What about when you're in the field and you want to upgrade something, but you got to go all the way back to good old bench and the tower? You just want to upgrade it right then and
The
there.
tower's
That's where
right
my little.
there.
Hey, that's a loading screen. That's a loading screen.
You're on
Look,
PC like me.
Tess.
You can't complain about that. I even got you an SSD in there.
Listen,
Zero complaints
bruh,
on loading screen, sir.
bruh. Don't watch my pockets. Tess made this available for guys like me who want to upgrade on the go. This is just an awesome resource. I think we should celebrate it more here in the last word. That's what I think. Look at the face. Yo, the disgust. Yo, look at the disgust in this man's face. I
Okay, for
love it.
everyone besides Lord Cognito, this is a PSA. Please do not buy that. I can't even. I don't know what it's called because I haven't looked at it. Whatever it is, do not buy the thing from Eververse that gets you upgrade modules. You are wasting your money. Anyway.
Let me put y'all on what to buy, y'all. Let me tell y'all what's the name of it officially, so y'all know what to get in test. She's hot out here, man. She's hot.
You're about to solo this podcast, sir.
He's about to. All right, here it is. We found it. All right, concentrated matter gem for a smooth 200 bright dust. You too can have an upgrade module on the fly.
All right,
so if you're
let
running
me
out there
explain
low,
how expensive that is. Bright dust is hard as hell to come by. Your repeatable bounties get you 10 bright dust. So that's 20 repeatable bounties for one upgrade module. That is hella not worth it. Or one weekly bounty.
Listen, y'all ain't mad at Spider when he has these wild prices for his stuff. Don't get mad at my test that she's providing me a service that I need.
She is ripping your ass off. And I'm done.
And he's done.
This is the way. You are wasting your money. This is the way. I have spoken.
Shout out to Sanford. I understand your flex. He said, I'm not doing it, but keep flexing, brother. Yo, I got to flex. If you got it, you can do it, baby. Listen, don't be watching
I wouldn't matter if I was a millionaire.
Man.
I still wouldn't buy that stuff. It's not about the money. It's not a practical purchase.
Shout out to the upgrade module. But anyway, other than that, I bought the like I said, I just bought the old suit. I didn't buy the new one just yet. I'll see what I can do with that. Award 2000. You aren't my supervisor. Exactly. Tell him Award 2A. You tell him. Do not let him tell you how to spend your bright dust, all right? This is your bright dust. You do what you want to do with it. Maybe you flex.
I'm just trying to
flex.
advise you there are better ways to spend your bright dust.
E out here, everybody's bright dust financial advisor today. But anyhow, moving along. Other than that, I've been doing that. Definitely get my AZ Bake Oven on. A lot of new recipes. Little disappointed that that I don't know if you saw, they kind of spoiled that we got to give something to a certain person, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's happening. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. And then shout out to Game of 14. He said, glad I have receipts for IOP's fraudulent tendencies. Hey, you know, I told you about the pocket watch. I told you about that. It's not healthy, man. It's not. We got to move past that. But anyway. So yeah, I've been doing that, and then Obelisk grind, and I gotta admit, like, off the rip, I will say this: we came into Season of Dawn knowing no raid, no dungeon. What is this going to be? $10. Let's not get crazy, right?
Yep.
Expectation in check. Now I know it's week 2, it's early, but in 2 weeks we've gotten 2 amazing story mission.
Yes.
Like arguably some of the best story campaigns we've done in Destiny. I mean, at least in the top 5, it's up there. I would say those 2 missions are so well done. We got that. Then, you know, obviously we got the sundial activity. And then, see, at first, I'll be honest, when we did the sundial, I was like, okay, it's cool. But I'm like, maybe I might get bored of this quick, right? But then watching your video, the obelisk, and then linking your obelisk to the sundial, right? And all the different planets and stuff like that. And then maximizing the role. So now it becomes Menagerie 2.0. And to be honest, the Saint-14 weapons, in my opinion, are very impressive. I am very much liking to say, especially the linear, especially the grenade launcher, that's number 1. That Martyr's Retribution, that is no, I know for you Titans, we have a thermite. But listen, this thing is effective, crazy strats. I'm loving it for Top Tree Dawnblade. And then I'm just working on a raw. I want to get Demolitionist on it and use, shout out to Monte Carlo. If you got Monte Carlo, getting your melees back, and then you got Demolitionist getting your grenade back, use Heat Rising, you just staying in the air, you napalm bombing, AC 130, you going crazy in it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All you do is just getting that Heat Rising thing going. But anyway, so we got that. You got all the other Osiris's weapons coming back that were really good, like Jack Quinn King. A lot of these really good weapons that were stuck in Destiny 1.0, Weapon 1.0, without the mods and stuff. So I've been loving that. It's just been a fun, I can't believe I've been enjoying playing without chasing power. Like my mind switched because the grind has got me excited. And I think, and again, it's early, but and then unlocking the obelisk, each time you put up a resonance, you get something.
Yeah.
So it's another incentive to keep going. All right, I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
build this up. I gotta build that up. And I gotta admit, the last thing I'll say is that I think this is the first title I will go for. I think I want
Ah,
Savior. I think I do want. I gotta shout out to Forte. He got it. He did the
you don't have any?
No, I'm close to about two. I'm close to the Crucible one
Yeah.
and the
Oh, Crucible's
I'm talking
gonna
about
take you
real ones.
Crucible takes you 3 seasons
Yeah,
unless you
3
start it.
seasons, right?
Yeah.
I'm close to the Crucible one, and I'm close to I'm very close to Dredging. I just got to do it. I just don't spend enough time in there. But those are the ones I consider like real ones. You know what I'm saying, kind of thing. But shout out to Gaming Forte because he was telling me one of the requirements for a savior is to not die in the during the run. So I got to kind of play cheesy for one match and remember that
Oh, for
and stay in the
Sundial,
bag.
yeah, you gotta stay alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's what it is, man. But where are you at over? I know it's early. We're 2 weeks. We still technically honeymoon. I get it. But are you on the mindset like, you know what? I might could get into this, or you don't know?
I mean, for me, I've enjoyed it. So, I mean, it's like it's been a lot of playing. The grind is different. I mean, as we said, the power level, it doesn't take long to get to 960. The pinnacle on the other side, that one's
Hmm.
there for those who want to raid. I probably could use to run the dungeon, just been grinding other stuff.
Hmm.
But I mean, so those will be there to do, but it's like that's not the priority. It's been
Hmm.
the obelisks, it's been unlocking those, the
Hmm.
artifact, and then of course the season pass has things that are worth getting as well as you rank that thing up too. So you've got
Hmm.
a different feel of a grind. I mean, as we are 2 weeks in, where there's still decent amount that's fresh, and you kind of wonder in
Hmm.
these down times when you look out at the calendar of like, hey, we just have an exotic quest. Well, what happens after that? Well, we've just got this, and then we've got like a month, and then we get to other stuff. It's like when we get to things on the calendar of like, we've got our Iron Banner next week. We've got our third
Hmm.
boss. We'll see those. Then we've got the
Hmm.
legend difficulty, which we'll see is going to be a little more difficult. And then we've got a quest, and then like 3 weeks, we've got another quest, and then we've got kind of the last month that still we don't know. Could be a little light, could be a community thing, not sure. Right now, it feels like we got everything a little more front loaded before the holidays. So when it comes to like January, that's where I wonder where if it's gonna hold because January is gonna be like, okay, I've probably got the obelisks mostly done.
Hmm.
That grind's done. I've seen these. Do I like them or not? I'm gonna
Hmm.
be starting to get a crap load of drops for weapons and rolls and things. Like every sundial run's gonna be like 4 drops plus 2 at
Hmm.
the end when you get to the season pass. So I mean, if you get
Hmm.
to the middle of January and you've got 2 things on the calendar for like a month and a half, then you're like,
Hmm.
what else is there? Like, so it's like we've
So you're in your
got
wait and see mode.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I'm not gonna just like pluck a grade on this thing
Mhm.
2 weeks in. It
Right,
started
right,
well.
absolutely.
I like the offers that they've got. The obelisk has been a different
Hmm.
grind. These are things that remind me of like factions in World of Warcraft where you level it up, you unlock certain things when you get to a
Mm.
high enough level. Cool, you've done enough. Okay, now you've got access to this thing or this weapon or this mod or this spellbook or whatever
Mhm.
it is. So these actually remind me of that, which if you
Mhm.
enjoy that type of grind, they're kind of cool.
Right, right.
Um, so over and it's just as you level them up, the more that you go play like that's why
Mhm.
my focus has been more trying to get the obelisks up. So as you do other
Right.
activities like, hey, I got the strike one up. Well, every so often when I do strikes,
Mhm.
now I'll get some fractal line and I'll keep helping my obelisk
Mhm.
grind. So like
Right.
depending on how you want to play, that's why my video I put out there was so friggin' long. I was trying to give you the
And
idea of
good.
which obelisk was
Right,
going to benefit your playstyle. Because if you just love Gambit,
right.
you should probably just start with Tangled Shore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the other point I wanna make is that the reason why I'm actually having a little bit more fun initially with this, I shouldn't say more fun, but I'm saying I'm having a lot of fun with this right now is because one of my main complaints was because of the pinnacle grind, it had eliminated the ability to do those other activities. But the obelisk and the weapon bounties force you to do these other things, these activities still, and or they may say, hey, kill specific enemy types, which require you to now, okay, I gotta go to Dreamer City to get these scorn, or I
Yeah.
gotta go to Tangle Shore. Like it's making me go to different parts of the map, which makes the world feel more alive. To maybe it's just Bungie tricking me and it just these fetch quests in different
I mean,
places,
they
but it
are,
just
but in a
feels
good way.
better. Yeah, it feels better. It feels better than just doing Sundial. Because to be honest, I thought it was gonna be do Sundial all over 4 or 5 times, hard mode Sundial. I thought it was gonna be that kind
Well, I
of a
mean, I
grind.
think a lot of us
But
did.
right. So the fact that I really haven't jumped into Sundial too much because my thing is, well, let me get these obelisks popping, right? And then maximize drop rates, maximize efficiency, and then do that stuff. And I think, yeah, it's been really cool. I like this gameplay loop so far. It's been really surprising. I didn't think I would have this much enjoyment. It's less grinding. I don't know how I feel about the little Season of Dawn mods yet. I'm not there yet. Shout out to
We'll
that.
discuss
Yeah,
that
shout
a
out to
little
Data.
later.
Yeah, we touched that. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. You know what I'm saying, kind of thing. But overall, I want to ask you this: which of the Saint 14 weapons have you been liking so far?
Steel Feather's
For
good.
you?
Even in
Yeah,
PvP, it's
repeat
not
that.
bad. I was messing
Mm-hmm.
around. It's probably not godly, but it hits them
Mm-hmm.
pretty hard and quick. Like, if they
Mm-hmm.
miss that like opening shot, you'll probably be able to, if you're fairly accurate, put some work into them
Mm-hmm.
with that one.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got Gallant Charge. I know Fallout did a video over like God rolls on that
Mm-hmm.
one. Looks like it's got some big potential.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what else. I got the linear fusion rifle. It's fine. It is
Mm-hmm.
funny though when you're going through. Heavyweight was on, Arc Singe was on for strikes,
Ooh, oh
and it's
Lord.
like linear fusion. I got a headshot and I'm
Whew.
seeing numbers like 144k, 140. I'm like, I
Oh.
didn't think our numbers went that high anymore. So it definitely can hit hard. And then I think we were doing the strike playlist, not me and just randoms, and we were on
Mhm.
Hash Ladoon. She spawned.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
died. I don't know what they hit her with. I don't know if it was like a well-timed, because I didn't see like the Wardcliff coil like you can do, like
Mhm.
people have done to what
Mhm.
is his damn name on Mars? Strange
Uh,
Terrain, Nokris. I've
it's
seen people melt
knockers.
Nokris that way, but I don't know what killed her
Mhm.
so damn fast. I was impressed though. She was just gone.
Ah.
I was like, well, that was pretty good. All right, that was a quick strike.
Yeah, man. Been rocking that out.
So those are pretty cool.
Mhm.
I haven't even touched like the Infinite Pass 8. I haven't even touched the Pulse Rifle. My Go
Mhm.
figure still feels amazing. So, and that's kind of the thing too, is like when I get into the Pulse category, something has
Mhm.
to kick out my Go figure from my hand.
You still rocking Go figure, brother.
Pulses
You
now
are
have
still.
anti-barrier and unstoppable options.
Will you pick up a damn scout rifle? Will you try another kinetic, please? Dude, scout rifles are popping right now. Bro, get you a night watch. Go get you a night
I don't
watch.
have your
Hope
fancy night watch.
you got to get you a scout. There's some other ones too, man.
I've used
One of
some
the Saint
scouts,
14.
but I honestly I still like my Go figure. Fine.
Oh my
We'll
god.
we'll go one-on-one in PvP. Your scout versus my pulse.
Hey, don't sleep. Don't
I'm
sleep.
just saying.
Don't
We'll
sleep.
see.
I'm just saying. Don't
Mine
sleep.
sits
Don't
there at
sleep.
almost max range. I piss people off at farther ranges than I should with that thing. Believe me, I know.
What's up, y'all? Y'all got me. He said, Jesus, E, at
At
least use
least use
another.
another
That's what I'm saying.
pulse.
This boy is like 4 seasons in with this
Hey, I
damn.
took a break. That thing was parked in my vault last season.
Bro,
It
do
didn't
you at
get
least put an exotic? Can you put an exotic in there? Put an exotic. Try an exotic and connect. See how I feel. Throw Monte Carlo on. Have some fun. Go smash it up with
last season
Titans.
I did that. When I had to get all my like
Mm-hmm.
melee kills for that Undying title. Oh, I lived
Okay.
with Monte Carlo for a while. I use them for
Okay.
purposes, but if I'm just like
Okay.
running around or doing if I'm just gonna go random strike playlist and or I'm gonna go into a match made Nightfall,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my barrier Go figure is just gonna go in there. So that's how that works.
Wow. Wow. So what's in kinetic? I mean, what's in energy? Excuse me.
Usually a
Pretty
sniper
close. Let me.
in there if I'm going PvE. And I've been
So
sniping more in
what you doing,
PvP
beloved?
too. What?
So what's the type of trade? Is your apostate, beloved? What you use?
I probably don't have one that everybody loves. It's just if I'm in
Oh, okay.
PvP, I have a persuader that I absolutely love.
Okay.
It's
Okay. All right.
quick. I can double if I
Mm-hmm.
need to, but I have like
Mm-hmm.
moving target.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really, really sticky. Like I'm sure I get some major benefit from that one because hold on, I want to look at it because I use it a
Yeah, go
lot.
for it.
It's
Mm-hmm.
moving target, snapshot sights. It's handling. I've got a short zoom scope,
Mm-hmm.
tactical mag, and then I've got a
Mm-hmm.
target adjuster in there. For me, it's
Okay.
just like
Feels good.
it's pretty damn good in
Mm-hmm.
PvP. And I'm sure I could put like 10 sniper rifles in like a really good person's hand. And they're like, this one's trash. But for me, it works well. So
No doubt.
I've
Did you
had fun.
never get the Vex offensive pulse? That was a good pulse.
I actually got a damn good roll on it. I think I have a feeding frenzy.
Yeah, this man.
No, and I've actually
Mania
I've
try.
been if I'm going energy, if I'm like flipping around energy weapons or anything like that. I got a Feeding Frenzy multi-kill clip at Hortive with light mag and extended barrel and a range masterwork.
Would you throw that?
I've been using it for other activity. If I needed solar kills, that one switched in there, so I have used that one.
Oh, so you're stuck in the pulse. I know.
I do like pulses.
Yeah, you pulse. You're in the pulse crutch right there, bro. I'm telling you, the world is a nice place for scouts out there, man. You got to give scouts a shot right now, man. Mix it.
They don't feel as good.
Trust me, you got to get the 200.
Some of them.
No. You got to get the 260s or the 200s. I'm telling you. You got Randy's, right?
Yeah, I did get Randy's.
Bro, throw Randy's on. I'm telling you, it's deceptively powerful. The DPS is so fast. You're gonna think it's gonna be picking at them, but you're gonna be ripping through them. You just got to get a nice little roll, man. I'm telling you.
I'll give Randy's a shot. I haven't really used it that much.
Get you hopefully if you could get something with a rapid hit and a rapid hit kill clip or a rapid hit rampage. Bro, scouts are nasty in PvE. Trust me. I don't like scouts like that, and I'm using it heavy, man. Heavy. I got a couple of loadouts right now. You've been doing that. Lord of Wolves obviously has come back in force. I've messed with symmetry a little bit. I don't have my timing with it. I understand the weapon.
Yeah.
I like what it's trying to do. I just gotta shout out to Scream, bygones with kill clip and full auto and stuff. Y'all old school dudes with these bygones and y'all don't get these gold figures and put on a new outfit. That is your New Year's resolution for the dawning. Try some new kinetics, damn it. Scream, E, all you guys running around with these old 4 seasons ago guns.
But I want to hold on to my stuff and use it forever.
No wonder why you guys have all those damn upgrade modules, because you're using the damn same gun. You ain't upgrading nothing.
I was like, dad rifles for the win, man. If it works, I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna throw away a good thing because look at this new Martyr's Retribution.
Oh my God, you guys killing me. It is a fun new meta, y'all. Trust me. Even throwing an unstoppable mod on that scout, bro. Man, it's fun out here, man. It's fun. It's a whole world that'll open up for you. Trust me.
We'll just go ahead and we got a 1-on-1. You pick your scout, my go figure. We'll play it up.
We do it. We'll see how we.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not going to say my PvP skills are going to put my gun to work, but I would be curious. I would be curious if you could pick a scout and I could put my go figure in, say, like True Vanguard hands. Do a couple matches and see which one he gets more kills with, just to see. I don't know. I'd be curious.
I will say this,
mine is a damn laser beam.
Yeah, I be laning people, man, from distance. I be laning them. We'll see. We'll see how it go, man. He said a good figure is like Tom Brady. You may not like it.
Thank you,
may
Black
be
Wings.
old,
thank you.
But it's consistent in it with y'all with these boring. Oh my Lord, Black! Don't encourage him, Black.
I will use my dad guns and I'll wear my cargo shorts and sandals. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh Lord, man! I got hope for you, man. You guys with your dad. He said dad guns. My car.
Dad guns, shorts, sandals. I got socks with sandals over here, and you cannot stop me.
Oh my God! Salute award. That was the funniest line of the chat. You won on that one.
Agent Grizzly, by the way, if I had a blast furnace that had the roll I wanted it, that's what would actually get rid of my go figure. I haven't got my god roll. That's why I still have my other one.
But what's sad is y'all not even using exotics in kinetic. That's what's pissing me. Do you know Bad Juju's a really good gun in PvP?
I hate that pulse. Compared to mine, no, it's not. Okay, I should say I don't hate it, because believe me, in Destiny 1, I actually love that gun. The ranges that I'm used to working with my go figure, where I want that accuracy to be.
Okay, no, I give you that.
It does not have the range that I want.
The consistent
if you're
accuracy,
in that, like,
you are correct.
If you're in that auto rifle range,
yes, correct.
Then it can put in some work and the supers are nice. But it's like, it cannot touch me at the range that I can like get you on. So that's where the range on the pulse, like, that's
why I'm saying for you to go scout, because I know you want that distance and that pinpoint act. Bro, get in Gambit. Start farm. Well, you can't really farm it because it kind of happens, but play some Gambit.
From the guy who says he doesn't play Gambit. Get in there and play Gambit.
Farm I've been rocking Gambit. I'm all about Gambit now. I'm out here in these Gambit streets. It's real. I got the serious loadout in there.
Now you got Forte saying if I beat you, he's going to take your PvP card.
Will Skin. I use an exotic in PvP. It's a thunder in your kinetic spot, damn it. Not the Thunderlord.
I use a kinetic arbalist.
Yeah, but you're only doing that for like 2 weeks. And then after that, you're going to throw that in the bushes. As soon as you get kimono or whatever it is, then you're out of here. I know what you're doing. But try it, man.
Like, shout out to Arbalist, though. Like, when you get a feel for it by your, like, 100th kill that you get, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, people give it crap or you hate getting hit by it. But it's like, you actually got to, like, pre-charge it, keep your eye on the target. Like, it's not... It's not the hardest thing to use because it does have some aim assist. The flinch isn't as bad as a sniper, but... It's also, it's fun. Just boom.
There we go. My man, Dramatic Outbreak. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Izanagi something. At least put Izanagi in there and just run around.
PvE, of course I do that.
Yeah, but you probably only do that for pinnacle activity.
No.
You only do. I don't see you running around with Izanagi unless it's a raid or you doing a dungeon.
There, by the way, but that's fine.
Okay, whatever.
But it's like if I'm actually gonna go try and if I'm going to like a random strike playlist, I'm just like working on solar weapon here, solar here. I'm not paying as much attention to that. But if I'm gonna go like, hey, I want to go like break a boss, yeah, Izanagi is still gonna pop on there. So yeah, I know that's there.
What about my man Dramatic? He just said Outbreak Prime. You did the beautiful man. One of the best PvE pulses and DPSs in the game and kinetic. What's up? Don't tell me you don't like Outbreak. Come on now.
Well, then you're still talking about a kinetic that's not Izanagi's, and you're taking up my exotic for other things.
It's not like you ain't got the God Roll Swab of the Raven. It's not like you ain't got Delirium 21%. It's not like you ain't got Crooked Fang with the 20%. Bro, there's other heavies out here, legendaries, that are really good. They're really good, Joe. We got to stop all this dad bod loadouts now. That's the new, this is 20. Dad bod loadouts got to go 2020. We're going to start it. I want you to take a screenshot of the year of saying, look, Hog, this is a new loadout. I'm going to try it. And look at how much fun you're going to have. Trust me.
A sidearm, a slug shotgun, and a sword just to piss you off.
Speaking of which, yo, you know what's low-key really good? And I'm forced to do it for the catalyst. Black Talon. Bro.
What catalyst are you working? Oh, catalyst. Wait, what catalyst are you working on?
Black Talon catalyst dropped in the intro.
Yeah.
Bro, that sword with the projectile?
Man. Yeah, I've been killed by it.
Yo, very impressive. I'm starting to get a feel for it. It's moved up the hierarchy, like to number 3, number 4 exotic. It is really, really cool. But anyway, enough of that. But no more dad bod stuff. 2020, try some new stuff out. Get that Martyrs with Retribution out, man. If you get Demolition, I think mine's got Underdog and what you call Moving Target. And that thing, all you do is just jump in the air, aim at the feet, and just watch it rip through shields, rip through bosses.
I can't imagine moving targets very useful on that one, though. Well, you're not going for like ADS, and you're not trying to like hit a target. You're trying to hit the ground.
Well, that's true. I'm just talking about the role that I have specifically, because I don't want moving target on mine. What I really want is demolitionist. That's the role I'm going for. But put a freehand grip mod on it though. That's what you want. Put a freehand grip mod on that bad boy. Shoot at the feet and just melt people. It's like having a baby heavy, man, and it's more effective than mountaintop because if you miss, it's more forgiving. That thermite, you Titans love thermites. Woo.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That one, that one's not that new to me because I use that grenade constantly. Right, and I get waves from it. I only get one from that, so I don't know. I gotta try it more. So it's like just from being used to thermite having like multiple waves. When I fire one, I'm like, oh, that is just it. Hold on, I gotta fire again. Like I'm just used to it happening more frequently. So it's
you know what you're gonna like about it? The reload is way faster than mountaintop. So while you're elevating the air, you can shoot one up. By the time you hit the apex of your jump and then you come back, I'm speaking from Warlock term.
Yeah, we're playing different class sir.
By the time I'm floofing down, I'm more ready for shot 2.
Doing 17 things in the air. I did some algebra homework. I ordered a sandwich. I had lunch. I still haven't landed yet. I turned around, I fired at this guy over here and took him out. Oh, and then this guy over here. Now my feet finally touched the ground. Yeah.
It's nice, right? Get your birds, I get your wings. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've been liking, man. Shout out to BPD. He said the obelisk bodies being Peter was a bit okay. He thinks it's too grindy. You guys think it's too? They think they're too grindy? The obelisks.
Obelisk bounties. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Everybody picks them up and be like, "Oh, I need to grind out these bounties." All of them say weekly, so they're
Mhm.
not meant to be that bad. But it's like it's also in the way you do them, though. It's like, hey, go kill 125 Cabal with a bow, precision final blows. Go like, okay, so my advice on that one is go do some lost sectors or go do some
Yeah.
Cabal strikes.
Mhm.
Multitask while you're doing it, because one's Cabal for 125 with bows, one is just
Mhm.
300 Cabal. Work on both.
Yes.
Same thing if you got, your
Mhm.
rapidly defeat groups of 3 enemies with a scout rifle. Randy's is great for
Mhm.
this. Or actually, the
Yes.
one that's better, I'll tell you, is Jade Rabbit, because then you don't have to reload.
Mm.
So,
That is
pro
true.
tip.
Yeah, that's right.
If you need the 3
Pro
birds
tip.
with 1 stone, Jade Rabbit works well because it's like body head, body head,
Mm.
body head, body head, body head, body head, body head. Still
Didn't think
haven't
about
had to
that.
reload. So,
I didn't even think about that.
but like scout rifles in Hive,
Mhm.
escalation protocol, shoot a whole bunch of thrall, shoot them over and
Yeah.
over. I mean, that stuff. So you can
Mhm.
combine these bounties. But yeah, if you're
Mhm.
trying to grind all 8 on all 3 characters, it's a lot because I'm
Mhm.
probably not going to get
It
through all
is.
of them before I travel.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get
Mhm.
through my warlock stuff, but
Mhm.
overall, it's a lot. I mean, the 300 scorn, you got to run. What is that lost sector? Bay of Drowned
Uh,
Wishes in Dreaming City. I
yeah,
mean, that's one you
yeah,
can
and
do, and you run it about 6 times and you're done. But by
mhm.
about the third one, you're like, "Am I done? Nope, still not done."
But what I like, a lot of these bounties can be done in just the natural order of playing the game.
Yeah.
Like,
If you
that's what I
don't like
feel.
specifically be like, "Hey, I have to go grind out 300 scorn right now," or if you go do a strike playlist because you've got your Vanguard thing up and you're gonna get some Dawning Essence and some Polarized Fractaline, and hey, I got a
Mhm.
scorn strike because I got Hollowed Lair.
Mhm.
And if you're on a strike, by the way, any of the ones where you
Mhm.
need like specific things, I need triple scout rifle kills. You'll probably have to do some of that
Yes.
on your own. If you need
Yes.
precision bow cabal kills, you'll probably have to do that
Mhm.
on your own a little bit more.
Mhm.
But the ones where it's cabal, scorn, hive, those, if you're in a strike, your teammates count too. Because I promise you, I was not getting all those
Yeah.
kills and they were going up a hell of a lot faster than I was shooting.
Going up
So
faster.
do some of
Yeah.
that stuff with groups.
And
Better.
low
So
key,
much better.
blind. Well, I was flying through multiple bounties with scoring and
Oh, yeah, I
weapon
could see
stuff
that.
all at one time. Bro, I was in
It
blind
depends on
well
who's in
doing it
blind
out.
well, it would depend on the week, actually.
Yeah, that's true too.
But yeah.
That's true too. Yes,
So yeah,
sir.
those bound I mean, yeah, they're grindy. I mean, they're meant to be weekly,
Mhm.
but if you don't just try and focus dead in on those, like the Fallen Captain one, yeah, that one's there's
Mhm.
no fast way to do that. I will shout
Yeah.
out to like my entire YouTube community. This has got to be
Mhm.
the video I've ever put up that has the
Mhm.
most positive reception
Mm.
because I
The
and
obelisk
so
one?
many comments. No, where to find fallen captains. I finally got one downvote.
Nice.
Somebody ruined it. But I have 43 comments, and almost all of them are just really positive ways of people saying, "Hey, I found him here. I found him over here. This is where I found him. Oh yeah, this you took my spot." Like all jokes, like
Mhm.
all positive stuff. That's like one of the rare times somebody's just like, "Well, this is stupid." Like, I mean, you're gonna have those in there. It's fine. But like, I have
Of
like
course.
43 comments of people just saying, "Hey, I work here.
Mhm.
This one works for me." I was just like, if you ever need fallen captains, go look at that
Mhm.
video. And if mine doesn't work for you, there are about 42 other options. And I was just like, that's cool. That was actually really cool.
No
That was
doubt.
a nice little positive reception on that one from people.
Nice. Good for you, man. That's what's up.
But I mean, how much of those obelisk bounties have you done?
Most. I mean, I've done a lot of them. I'm still like maybe level 8, close to 9 on Mars, and then I think that the next one I'll probably do is the Gambit one. I'll
Really?
probably knock that one out. Yeah, I've been having fun, man. I got a serious loadout right now for Gambit. I cannot run Gambit unless I'm middle tree. Um, what you call it? Arc.
Oh,
The Dragon
Dragon's
Ball Z
Reach?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I got a serious build. You know what I'm saying? I got my scout, friendly of the invaders, Lord of Wolves, just melting fools, melting yellows, and then good old delirium, man. And I got some crazy scavenger perks. I have like one of my boots. I have like machine gun scavenger and shotgun scavenger, and then one at the top I have like a. Basically, I'm never running out of Lord of Wolves bullets
Yeah, I
because
believe
I got
that.
it fully masterworked. I'm just creating orbs like a maniac.
No.
I'm able to invade, and it's good. I'm having so much fun in Gambit Prime, just melting stuff. Then I get my soup all the time, and if I run out, I got my little special finisher, and I'm getting my special energy back. It's just so much fun. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that build, I can handle any situation. And I'm never an invading guy,
Yeah.
but with that build,
What are you
if I
using when you
notice it,
invade? Lord of Wolves or something farther?
actually Delirium.
Oh, okay.
Delirium is nasty, man. It picks, and the thing about it, you don't got to reload with that thing. You just walk over the ground, and Delirium is very underrated. And here's the key: what I like about Delirium too, people forget that what is it? Killing tally or whatever it
Yep.
is. It's better than Rampage because Rampage has that timeout. But all you have to do is kill like maybe 1 or 2 lesser enemies. It'll stay on tally 3, killing spree type 3, or whatever the thing is called.
Yeah.
Forever until you run out of bullets.
Yeah.
So you're at that maximum DPS. So it's good for bosses, good for invaders. It's just a nasty build, man. And I love it. I'm having a ball with that.
Yeah, I got the catalyst for Lord of Wolves. That's actually something what would be good to grind out in Gambit. I totally forgot about that.
Bro, the stability is ridiculous.
Just
The reload. Yeah, the
just mowing
reload.
stuff.
So when you're in Release the Wolves mode, the reload now with it is like back to business, back to business.
Wow.
And then you're getting orbs. You're getting orbs. And then think about this with Chaos Reach and topping off Chaos Reach. So I'm like, here comes my super again.
Chaos Reach.
Oh, the fun. Delirium. Oh, let me get my scout. Oh, you're down the block. Oh, I can't see you. Oh, you're trying to snipe.
So that's what I was
Here's
wondering.
my
What's
night
your
watch.
scout on the other side?
Okay. Yeah, here's my night watch. Oh, you want to snipe? You want to peek your head? Pop. Stop that. Bro, Gambit Prime. I've come full circle. Favorite mode. Love it.
Wow.
Bring on the Gambit. Bring on the Prime.
Tell me these are words I did not expect to hear out of you.
I've seen the light, man. I've seen the light, E. Come around. I ain't seen the light on those upgrade module things yet, but I've seen the light on Gambit Prime,
process
baby.
to break those habits. But
Long
anyway.
process, man. Let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, no, it's been fun. The grinds have been cool. The weapons have been so far entertaining. The fusion gallant charge. Paula was saying like that thing's got potential to be like 100 stable. Like crazy good, especially for those on console. Want to talk to you about these mods.
Let's get
Season of Dawn, Armor 2.0 pods, Dawn Armor. So I was actually talking to my brother about this last night too. So I wanted to get your thoughts about the whole seasonal mod socket first. Exotics that don't have a mod socket, period. And then these new Season of Dawn charged with light, the price of them, the type of use. I know Dado did a good video about those. I mean, I've been staring at them too, and I'm just like, what is going to be worth the benefit? So kind of curious your thoughts on those. What are you thinking so far, sir?
Yeah, I'm kind of
that good, huh?
The thought's nice. You know what I struggle with? It's like you got the 2 different categories. The one that puts you in the charge state, and then the one that does something when you're charged.
Yep.
Right? And I don't know. Maybe all right. Maybe I'm just playing stupidly. So let me ask you a question first. When you are in charge of light status, I don't feel like there is an indicator that lets me know. So it's bottom left?
It's a debuff, yeah. Or it's a buff. Yeah, it's a thing down there.
Okay. Is it a timer debuff or it's a
no, it's
static?
It's static.
Okay. So maybe I just gotta pay better attention. But listen, for the cost of these things, right? They're not cheap. Some of the effects are really cool and you can make some real cool synergy with certain builds. However, then the problem becomes twofold. You said the exotic thing, which I actually don't have a problem with the exotics not having. I know you don't like it, but I know I don't have a fix your face. I know I don't have a problem with exotics not having
an omni-seasonal slot. Any exotic should be able to use these. If you want us to try them out, why are you not? Okay, you're the one saying, "Hey, use an exotic. Use an exotic." Oh, you want to play the seasonal stuff? Well, don't use an exotic. I'm just saying, using your words here.
Here's the thing. Exotics, let's be real. Like, we would never get off of the exotics if that was the case.
Half of the exotics suck anyway. I need some reason to use them.
That's what it is. He trying to buff these exotics up. He trying to get some functionality out of it. That's what it is.
How many different exotics do you use when it comes to armor?
Bro, I'm out here. See, I'm a warlock. Life is good for me. I got sun braces for solar. I got my geo mags. on my storm. What is it? The Night King one.
Okay.
But I got 2 for each, right? When I'm void, I got my Nazareth Sin. Life is okay for me. I don't know about you Titans, but for me, the only thing I will give you is void feels. I feel locked into Nazareth because they killed Skull of Diamond Kara, and I really don't use the other ones that consistently. So I will give you that void. You need some more void exotics to really help me out a little bit. But for like Arc, I'm out here, baby. Geomags and the Storm called the
Okay, but if you want to
what's-
use it in a Season to Dawn mod, then you can't use any of the things you just said.
yes, you can. You have to use it in your other slots. So how about you make another outfit, right? That just is Season of Dawn stuff that is around your exotic. So keep the exotic you like, and then move around. You don't like that?
No, I was looking because one of them was
Mhm.
what mod was I looking at? I thought one of them was like a helmet mod, but it was something else I was looking at with my brother.
Mhm.
Something had a specific
you-
spot I was looking at. He
Bro,
was
you
like, "Oh
still
no, it
got
was
the
the no, it was the
Bro, you still got the class item
yeah.
and 4 other Season of Dawn slots besides the exotic.
I
It's
understand
not like you
that.
can't use it.
No, but
Yeah.
I understand that. Trust me. But
Mhm.
you also get to the point of like, how much are you maxing out these armors for? Are you going to spend like, okay, so this is a season, and then this is where the debate comes up, and this is why I'm bringing this up.
Mhm.
You have Season
Let's
of
get to
Dawn.
it.
Okay. So I want to
Mhm.
use these mods. Well, some of them are like 3 or 4 or 5 energy
Mhm.
cost. And if
Mhm.
you're going to use those, you're going to kind of cripple the ability to use anything else in there without kind of leveling it up.
Right.
Are you
That
going to
is
spend the
true. That is
currencies
true.
to level up a Dawn piece of armor? No, I'm saying, are you going to spend your golf balls and your shards? Where are you getting golf balls? Are you doing 980 Nightfalls out here?
Oh, you mean? Oh, I'm not. I mean, not the golf ball. My bad. You're right. Not the golf ball. I got 3 golf balls I've never touched. I'm not even.
Yeah, those came from the season
But-
pass, and that's the only place you got them.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I ain't touching them. So you're right about that. But you don't level up. What? So what you keeping stuff at like 4 or 5 charge? What is your armors
I'll
looking
take
like?
mine like 7, maybe 8 max.
Okay, then we in the same pocket then. So if you're taking stuff 7, 8, so you mean to tell me you can't take a Season of the Dawn legendary armor up to 7, 8, and just have that piece?
I'll take it to
spec-
I would take it to 7 because 8 you're gonna
6
use
or 7, yeah.
like I can use cores because I have plenty.
Mhm.
Shard,
Mhm.
the prisms I won't do.
I feel you.
So that's like when I take it
Unless
to
you're
8,
absolutely
I
in
won't.
love with it.
And you look at some
Mhm.
like the ones of these that I want to use are gonna cost
Yes.
me 5. So if I go 5, that takes it down to a mod with 2. And that's not a lot of
Okay.
options depending on where you go.
Right.
So
Right.
so it's more like how much are you going to put into the Dawn armor with these mods? Are they cool? Are they too pricey? Or
Mhm.
you just broke all the time?
Well, I'm broke all the time.
We
So
know that.
we know that. So you have to use that tone. You have to use that tone, sir. But the thing is this: like you got to have multiple like armors for like when I get a legendary piece, right? I'm looking at these stat rolls, and I'm going according to my
And
playstyle.
they all
So if I
suck lately, by the way, don't they?
Well, if you've been playing Iron Banner and if you've been playing certain
No,
things,
I'm saying this season, the
Yeah, they
Dawn
suck. They
armor,
suck.
that's another
they
reason
suck.
why I haven't upgraded any of them. Every stat roll has been like 5-0
the
or
Dawn
less,
armor's
possibly.
trash.
Why is
Yeah,
it
the Dawn
so bad?
trash. I agree,
So
but
that's
this is
why
what
I'm
you
not
do.
going to upgrade it. Then I can't use the
But-
Dawn armor mods
No,
without spending
forget it.
anything crazy.
Here's alternative. Here's what you do. You remember now, Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard all have the Dawn slot now. You just reacquire it. So those are dropping with the good rolls. And I'm using those. Yeah, I've been getting good ones in Gambit, good ones in Crucible. I don't know how. I mean, at least in the
really
the
have
stat
not.
categories I want.
Might have been my armor this season, if I click on it, has been trash. Almost
Not
all
even in
of
the
it.
attributes you want. All right, let's break it down first. Let's get
Okay, let's
simple
see. Here we go.
to
Boots,
Ebontis' playstyle.
50. I'm not upgrading that. 51.
I get that. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this question. What are the stats that are give me the 3 stats that are the most important to Ebontis
For
right
me,
now?
probably it depends on if I'm doing PvE or PvP. It's
Okay.
a split
PvE.
between like resilience or recovery, a little bit of both, but
Resilience,
discipline,
recovery, okay.
discipline and intellect. I don't care as much about mobility or strength when it comes to PvE.
Okay. So those are your 3, right? So you never get a 54 or 55 with 3 of those categories with a 12 or higher. I've been getting that all the time.
Must be nice.
Oh my God. Damn, you must have RNGs ain't like you.
No.
I'll be getting 52s and 54s or sometimes like that without a mod. And then
I
sometimes
have
I'll get
one
something.
pair of boots that I'm looking at that I would upgrade. One.
Okay, there you go. And then what I usually do is whatever the one out of the 3, right? Those are your 3. You said recovery, resilience, and what was it? Discipline? What was the third one?
Intellect would be good for supers if you're
Intellect.
playing, but discipline's good
recovery,
too.
discipline.
Like this one that I got, this is one I would almost max out.
Okay.
2 mobility, 2 strength,
Good.
13 resilience,
You don't use
15
those.
recovery, 13 discipline, 12 intellect. That is my one roll like that. Everything else has been so bad.
All right, but this is let COG help you now. Now you're right. That you're not going to get all the time. That is like ridiculous specific to what you want. That's not going to happen. What's going to happen more times out of not is the 2 out of the 3. So what you do is then for that third one, let's say the intellect is missing. Hey, let's go put this 4 in here or this recovery. Put that recovery mod in there or put that intellect mod in there. So now you've balanced out that stat. There you go.
I understand how the system works.
Yeah,
I get that.
it.
I'm not dumb. I know how the function works. I got a helmet to drop that had 46 stats, and then I got an exotic that had 50.
What are you playing is getting these awful rolls?
Just the game, dude. It does not like me this season. I don't get it.
Clearly, I don't have that type of... Listen, I mean, minimum...
Bad. Thank you, Brett. I've got nothing over 52 since Dawn launched. I'm like, thank you.
Maybe, damn, am I that lucky? Like, I've been getting stuff flying out here, man.
I'll get on currency and everything. You buy upgrade modules, so you don't care.
Yeah, I buy 50. Listen, I get
or you just like, put a recovery
54s.
mod on there. Oh yeah, it's got like 64 stats. No. The base sucks. That's the
base sucks.
Yeah.
You'll just upgrade. I just throw a mod
it could be like 959. Oh, I'm 959. Let me upgrade everything. Put these mods in here. Oh, I got 960. Let me upgrade. Put everything. Put these mods in there.
I only do that when the 3 are met, or 2 of the 3 that I like that are very high. So for me right now, it's melee because of top tree, Dawnblade, resilience, and recovery. Those are the 3 I'm going crazy for right now. Right?
Yeah.
So if I get 2 of the 3, let's say I get one with a 20-something melee and just one of the other 2 is missing, then I just put the mod in and you're good to go. You can't just be living around like not playing the game because the gods have not blessed you with RNG now. Like that, like you're like, I refuse to spend any money because the gods have not given me the god roll armor that I like.
And all the stuff that we're doing, you don't need to spend your currency on that. If there was something
you're not even playing the new features of the season. Like you are so stingy. See, now I'm gonna get at you because y'all talk about me not spending. You are so stingy. You're not even trying the new stuff until you get the most prestige.
The new mods?
Yes, I'm playing. I tried them. I tried at least 2 of them. The one when you got the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like,
I've tried a little bit
you ain't even...
I'm just saying
this boy don't go to the ATM at all.
So here's the other question I was going to ask you. When you look at the vendors and you're going to buy those mods, they're 10 mod components per mod. If these are Dawn-only mods, do we keep them? Are they going away?
That's a good question.
And if somebody buys all the mods and that's 120 mod components and it's a seasonal thing, I have a lot of mod components, but that's still...
Shout out to Forte. Go play Reckoning. High stat armor for days. Yup. Dramatic. Dungeon armor. Better stats than the one.
Apparently I need to go on these other activities. So.
Yes. This is you. This is an E problem. I knew because I'm like, dude, there's no way my RNG is better than yours. You play way more hours than me. So you've got to be doing RNG specific activities.
I'm apparently just hitting the wrong activity. How do you... Activities. You've been playing Gambit Prime. You haven't been playing Reckoning. There's a difference.
True, so but I've been playing. Yeah, no, actually, I have been playing Reckoning. I have been playing Reckoning.
You played Reckoning, really?
Yeah, I played Reckoning.
How were your drops? Is this where you're getting all this magical greatness?
That's where I was getting the because I remember I was trying to farm spare rations and night watch and the other machine gun. Yeah, I was playing Reckoning.
So maybe that's where all these magical drops are coming from. So that helps.
It could be that, yeah.
And then somebody's saying the dungeon's better too. My dungeon drop last season pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because I got a 51 base roll stat out of the Pinnacle Dungeon boss roll. 51 base. It was masterworked. to 63. Masterworked to 63. So it was 51 base, and I get it, and it's 63, and it's fully masterworked. I was like, oh my god.
Damn. That sucks. Yeah, shout out to Dramatic. Get high mods from the Menagerie. I got a Menagerie.
Apparently, I gotta go play all this old stuff.
Yeah.
So this brings up the fun question is.
But that's what the Obelisk wants you to do.
I know. Well, it doesn't tell me to go play Reckoning or other things. It does say the Menagerie, actually. But I mean, it's just kind of one of those, and it may sound like I'm complaining, but it's also just when you look at, like, Dado did a really good breakdown on these mods, and he's like, which ones are worth it? And you're like, okay, so I need to get charged with light. Well, what's the best way to get charged with light? By the mods that you can buy, I would probably say it's the most expensive one. Going to cost you 5 energy.
Right.
And every rapid defeating of enemies with a fusion or a shotgun. Probably going to happen a lot in PvE. And then you could stack on the one mod where every time you get a stack of energy, you get an extra stack. And then you could choose which one you want to spend on the other side. But it's like, if you start using all those mods, you're starting to take away, like, your intellect mods are now going away. So your stats are getting lower.
Yeah.
You're taking away your reload speeds, your unflinchings. Like, the trade-off of the price of some of these new mods for builds, I'm not sure I love the cost of some of these things, is what I'm kind of eventually getting to. Is like, it costs how much energy? One of the damn mods costs 7. That's as high as some of my armor is going to go. Especially if it's Dawn specific. I'm not going to waste golf balls or prisms on something that potentially is going to be
wasting them at all. You be hoarding. I already know about you. You are never spending. There's never an ideal situation for you
to spend. If I actually got a good roll, I'd love to upgrade at one point. I got, like, that 57 that I'm looking at, I'm really debating on it because I'm staring at it like, that is actually perfect for me. And I'm just like,
but all these modules and these, what are you to do with all 500 masterwork cores that you're going to, oh my God, when you just take 4 of them out and, oh my God, what's going to happen?
No, I've dropped below my magic threshold.
Oh Lord, what are we to do?
You guys may be listening, and I may sound ridiculous this week, but you know what?
Yes. See,
we both have our ridiculous nature.
We both have our ridiculous. We are both on polarizing sides of ridiculousness. I spend too much, and you don't spend it all.
It's just one of those.
Dude,
it's like fun. The thing about that bugs me is, like, I would take that one to 7 like as soon as I log into the game for my Titan. I've just been playing on my Warlock this week. But if I take that one to like 7 and I'm sitting there thinking in my head, I'm like, do I spend prisms or a golf ball on this thing, knowing in 2 months that it's gone? That's but like
the stat roll.
The stats pretty good, and it's void, so it's actually like nice for the right type of things. So
there you go. Listen, I get it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is where me and you are in agreement. Where they gonna get into a little problem with the seasons is because every season seems so specific for that, like a specialty mod per season, right? Now we're talking about, like, we're getting into that territory where it's gonna be hundreds of armors that are specific, and then it starts to get a little messy, right? So they're gonna have to. Some things are going to have to stick around, I feel, because every season, we can't always have a specific mod, right? Every season?
Well, we have, like, how many of these seasons? I mean, you have to buy 12 of the Dawn mods. That's not cheap alone. That's 120 mod components to buy those things. And you're like, okay, so if I do buy all of those, then do I need to keep 3 types of Dawning armor to be able to use all of those things? Okay, then last season, I don't want to get rid of all my Dreambane stuff, or I'm working in the dungeon, I'm working on the moon, I'm getting some Dreambane things. Those are undying. Okay, so I'm getting those. How many armors mods, how many sets of armor do I need to keep now when we talked about not really needing that much anymore? Much less the, like, armor affinity of Arc, Solar, and Void. And the next season, we're going to have whatever it's called, armor socket. Like, this is a different compounding problem. And this is the issue. Problem. Like, so, like, at some point, I'm like, so whether it's the affinity goes away, then it's just they're easier to use. So if you get a cool drop for the season, great. Or the mods don't need to have as much of an affinity, but you can only put like some of the newer perks. But the other ones, like the seasonal mods, having an affinity, that bugs me. That's like way too specific. The only one you really should be using is the taking charge, like pick up an orb of light, and then the
Hmm.
one where you also just like get extra damage on your next, like once you're charged.
Yeah.
When you do damage, you do 20% more damage. And you could just like not
Right.
even think about that one passing through, and it would just happen all the
Right.
time.
Right.
But other than that, like some of these are really specific. And I bought one of the solar armor mods and then I was like, hey, let me go put this on. Okay, I don't have a solar
Mm.
dawn piece yet. I can't even use it. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And that was like early in the season. I've got a couple
Yeah.
drops now, but like that early, I was like, are you I can't
Yeah.
literally buy the thing. I can't use the thing I just bought. So
No, I feel you on that. That is a problem. That is the long-term problem that they're gonna have to figure out because we can't be like, the next 3 seasons and a set of, 6 to 7 armors like we sitting in there that we're not even gonna be using anymore based on the activity. So yeah, there's some validity there.
I mean, we got Forte saying I would never upgrade seasonal armor. Most likely won't be relevant in the next season, which is sad. Vagabondo said he
Mhm.
hasn't spent a prism or ascended shard since Shadowkeep dropped.
The only thing I've pretty much gotten close to is by default what you call it the one that carried over to 2.0 that had the flames and the food.
Solstice?
Yep,
Does that have a
because I
that
like
didn't even have that great of a stat roll, I thought.
my stat roll was decent for my playstyle, and they had the solar. A lot of them had solar
Oh, for the
based.
warlock, yeah, you did.
Yeah, so for me, it's perfect. And then it kind of kept the theme. I'm on fire.
Yeah, it's
Stormblade.
been weird. It's like I sit there and I look at
Mm-hmm.
some, I'm like, yeah, I'll kind of goof around with mods and I'll use the
Mm-hmm.
seasonal mods and stuff like that in there. And the seasonal mods are kind of cool, but it's just and this is what I was talking
Mm-hmm.
with my brother about is the idea of like spending this time to get a set of seasonal armor, then you have 3 different sets of
Mm-hmm.
seasonal armor. If you have a character, then you have 9 sets of seasonal armor. And then at
Right.
the end of the season, that mod slot
Goes where?
potentially goes away, either loses its
Mm-hmm.
function. We don't know if the charge with light thing is going to be a thing they try,
No,
or is that
that's
even
a
going to
good
stay
point.
around? And then if
No,
you
it's
have
a
to
good
sit there
point.
and you do it all over again, you're like, how
Mm-hmm.
much time do I want to put into how much do I want to invest into a system if I don't even know how long
Right.
it's going to stay around?
Well, the key comes down to shout out to Forte. He said he got 17 golf balls and way too many prisons to count. You need to give me a long-term reason to upgrade my armor, which is E's point, and I definitely understand it. The key for them is, yeah, they've got to figure that out. They've got to figure out more usage for that, or come up with a solution for something. Maybe you get your wish with the exotic armor being the rotational piece or whatever. But they got to come up with something because, like you said, to utilize all that material and then for the next season, like for example, let's say you maximize all that Dreambane stuff from Shadowkeep, right? And that's like, you ain't going to the moon now. You ain't doing none of that stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's not gonna hold the same weight, that those buffs and the other thing comes down to, let's be real, like these buffs better be substantial for you to even want to invest. So if they're not substantial, and right now the jury's
I
kind of out,
agree.
it's
I
like,
mean, yeah, I was like, I mean, Dado did a good breakdown. I've looked through most of them
mhm,
and I'm wondering, I'm like, what is really worth my time to
mhm,
build like a set of armor
right,
over? And
right.
I mean, the ones that I could see function out of,
Mhm.
there's not a ton. I
Mhm.
mean, healing yourself with a grenade flannel blow, it'd be nice if it happened.
Yeah,
Maybe it
but it
would,
ain't
maybe
like, no,
it's
I get
like,
you. Yeah, I
but
get
it's
you.
like, are you gonna wait and depend on it?
Mhm.
The one where
I
you
feel
have
that.
more damage resistance when you like lose your shield in PvE could
Mhm.
be cool to stay alive if you're trying to do like a solo build. But then in turn, if I'm doing a solo, do I just want more resilience and recovery and intellect just to get things back more frequently? Like, where's
Right,
the trade of the mods themselves? The system
right,
in theory is kind of cool to get yourself charged up
right,
and
mhm,
then to use it. You only
right,
get 2 charges, which is really annoying because it
right,
caps
which
at
is really
2.
annoying.
You can get a mod
Yeah.
so you can have 3, but it's weird.
Mm.
You can also get a mod
Mhm.
so every stack turns into 2. So I think in theory it
Right.
would be better to have the mod on where you take every
Mhm.
stack that you get to 2 every time
Mhm.
and you always use the double. So that's 2 mods. One to get the charge, even just by say picking up an orb of light. Another mod so you
Right.
get the double every time, and then something to use it. So you're
Yeah, I
looking
think
at
so.
3 mods to get decent use out of that system.
Yeah,
And you're just starting to
yeah.
take away the use of other things.
No, I get it. I get it, man. I get it. Maybe, like I said, the cost has to go down. The vibe I'm getting, this is still very experimental with PUBG.
Oh, yeah.
As far as like they are playing around, they're still figuring this thing out with 2.0 as far as these mod slots, and they've got to just fine tune. I think the ideas in practice and in theory they sound good, but in practice not necessarily all the way there yet.
Yeah, I think they're afraid of just making anything too strong.
Too broken. Yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah,
And
let's
they're
just
always
let's call it
afraid
what it is.
because this one's like striking light, for example, kind of a cool sounding
Mm,
one. While charged with light, defeating enemies with
mm,
melee damage and swords spawns an orb of light for your allies and consumes 1 stack of charge with light. If
mm.
you on this piece of art, it takes 5 arc energy to use this. Okay. If you have
Uh,
another arc mod on whatever piece of armor you put this into,
mhm, mhm,
you gain damage resistance again, non-guardians, while sprinting.
mhm,
So you need melees
mhm,
or swords. You got to get close. If you
mhm,
combine the arc mod, you sprint and
mhm,
you get in there and you're able to do this. Like in theory, that sounds cool.
mhm.
Then you
Right.
make an orb. And then if you're playing with
Mhm,
friends, then hey, you make an orb. So hey, if I'm playing with
mhm,
you and we know this, every time I pick up an
mhm,
orb, I'm getting an orb of light. We share this thing. We're
mhm,
punching. We're using swords. Maybe you're using your black
mhm,
talon because you're having fun with it. Like there are
mhm.
ways to do this, but it takes a hell of a lot of coordination to make some of the
Yeah,
payoffs happen. And that's where
I agree.
it's for just an average like casual who logs in, they're not going to see the
Mhm.
benefits out of this stuff probably
They're not
almost the
gonna
whole
see the
season.
benefit of that. I agree. I agree. Which then comes down to cost management, right? That means you either, if you're gonna keep that cost, then the effect has to be greater, or if it's gonna stay where it's at, then the cost of the energy has to be lower. So that we can still utilize other things. That's
Yeah, it's like
generally
if it
where it's
was
at.
1, 2, maybe
Yeah.
3, but like some of these being 5 or 5, 7 on one of them,
Six,
I'm
yeah.
just like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's just you're creeping into the territory of like, especially for a temporary thing. You're not
Right.
letting me
Yeah.
like if it was say this was the Dawn Armor mod and say they were cheaper
Mhm.
now. Hey, we want to bring some of these back. Some of this is cool.
Mhm.
We've kind of adjusted some are a little more, but they're permanent. So if you're going to build around them,
Right.
you have them forever. Then it might
Mhm.
be a little more
Facts.
worthwhile. But when they experiment, I think a lot of this stuff should be cheaper. Same thing with the artifact. Some of that stuff's too
Yeah.
much. I
I
will
agree.
never use that
The
heavy
economy.
armor. I will never use the
Yeah, I'm not using
heavy
that.
finisher
Yeah,
one
I'm not using that.
ever.
I'm not using
It's
it. Ever.
7.
I'm not using it.
That's a whole
7. I'm not.
slot. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I
And it's
agree.
half your damn super. It's too expensive on
And it's
both
half your
fronts.
super. Yeah. No. I don't need heavy that bad. And plus, there's heavy ammo finders. There's other things in the game where I'm
Yeah.
getting heavy all the time. There's no need for me to do that.
Sometimes I mean, sometimes it's feast or famine. I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like looking down. I'm like, how do I have like 8 heavy bricks on the ground in this
Yeah,
room?
vertical. Yeah. It's
What
like,
just
yep.
happened in here? What massacre just occurred? And then other times I'm like, I have like 1 bullet left in my machine gun. How did I get in
Yeah.
here? It's like it's a tale of 2
Mm-hmm.
times, but it's so weird. Oh,
Mm-hmm. I feel you, bro.
it's got to be Vagabondo sharp flavor. It's got to be sword kills. It sounds too
Sword
much like it
kills.
matches.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Um, not too much on spoilers in case you guys haven't got there. But what are your thoughts of where we're currently sitting in the story mode of where we're like, hey, go do this thing, knock out these little pieces. One of which, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
the one in the tangle,
Mm.
when I made my little video about finding planting the
Woo.
transponders, that one in the
Yes,
tangle, I was like, where I
yes.
see people doing circles. I'm like, I think I know where it is. And I went down
Yep.
and found that
Shout out to
thing.
the blueberries. Shout out to the blueberries out there running around Nessus, not knowing what's going on.
Dude, I am
It
so
was
sorry because
glorious.
I know where they're going. And I'm like, it's below the ground, but I can't tell you because you're
Yeah.
not
I
even
try
probably
to.
in text chat.
Yep. I know, man. But yeah, your question was in reference to just the grind
Just
for
like,
that or just the story
well,
mission?
just like the grind from that was just made me laugh when I got there. It was like,
Mhm.
yeah, people are going to struggle at this one. But then when you get
Mhm.
done, then you start the story and you're like, oh, this is sick. And then you get to the end. We go through the story. By the way,
Mhm.
so cool. That was a hell of
Woo.
a fight, man. Like, how
Amazing.
is that story mission fight better than some strikes?
Straight up.
Just like,
Amazing.
it was cool. You
Amazing.
had him messing with you,
Mhm.
sniping you, kind of like the Pyramidian
Mhm.
guy. Then he'll kind of go
Mhm.
behind his wall. He'll get a big Minotaur that you got to knock out while other
Mhm.
guys are coming through. You got a bigger
Mhm.
space to work with, which I like having a little more
Yes.
freedom
And
than
I
these
love
damn
that
tight
locale.
packed little. Every
Tight.
boss fight's got to be in a circle so you can never hide.
Mhm.
That's a
Mhm.
mentality I really got tired of.
Yep.
But
Love it.
then when
Out
you
in the
get
open.
done,
Mm.
so cool. I'm not gonna spoil it because you guys, if you haven't played it,
Mhm.
you need to. But now we're at this like,
Mhm.
is it the next week? Do you think? Is it later? Like,
Mhm.
are as you phrased it, the blue balls cliffhanger type thing that we got going on right now?
Yep.
Stealing those words from you, but it's like, when do you think there's an issue with the storytelling of like, we used to be able to log in and go story, 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 knock it out.
Right,
And
right.
now it's like, here's the story. Wait a week. Okay, well, the sundial
Yes.
needs to charge up again. So you have to wait 7 days before you can do this. Okay, the sundial charged up again. You did your thing. Well, now things
Osiris
happened.
frowns at you. Osiris looked at you perplexed. Osiris says, "I like that he can't talk sometimes. You have to look at his feeling." Osiris is like, "Will you talk sometimes?" Like that's my only beef. My man is back, but damn it, can we not know about his facial expressions every 5 minutes?
Oh,
Can we not know? No. Yeah, like
what's up, bro? How you doing?
Osiris is very. Shout out to the homie, the God man.
Okay,
back. But
I'm
it's
gonna
just
wait
funny.
until my recording gets to a certain point. So we have all right. 90-second spoiler talk is gonna happen right now.
Yes.
Okay, so when we when we get done fighting the giant minotaur, we flip spots. Saint-14 busts us out of there, which is absolutely freaking amazing. When he walks out, where is the bro hug between Osiris and Saint? Why did that not freaking happen?
No love. Like, and he's out. He's like, yo, I'm out. There was no moment. Like, I was just like, okay.
How were we left sitting there? He's not in the tower. He is no. I'm like, did I miss part of the story? Did I not go talk to him? Why is he not? He was over there. I walked over there. He could walk out with why are we not escorting his ass to the tower? Like
to the tower, yeah. Award said wave our arms when we're done with the spoiler because I guess he didn't get to that part yet. So we'll do a wave and we'll let you know. But yeah, man, that part was again we're nitpicking. Let's be honest, right? We're nitpicking. The mission was amazing.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds, but yeah.
Whoa, we got okay. So mission was amazing. I love that. We go back to the scene of the crime. You know, he gets the finish. It was tremendous. You come out. He does what he does. Very tightly, bombastic. Oh my
that ending
Lord.
was so much sass on that ending. Was great.
Ooh. So now we just have to see what happens. And yeah, they missed a small opportunity there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to really bring that home. I'm hoping that, you know, we will have some type of contact, you know what I'm saying, based on this. And that's it. But yeah. Great overall, just a slight missed moment of something fantastic. All right, Award, we're back. Come back, Award. Come back. Spoilers over. Spoilers.
All right, spoilers done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, the mission itself, amazing fight and stuff like that. And then what happens in the end? It's just like the weekly structure of these things feels like they're really pulling at that thread to be like, hey, you got to wait a little bit longer to see what happens. It's like. Yeah. Why? This is like, but do you like the weekly or do you wish like we could progress through the story at our own pace? So like, do I want to knock all the story out in a day or do you feel like this thread is like being a little extra stretched?
It is a little extra stretched, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You have to do it with the predicament they're in. You know what I'm saying? Because of, again, resources. I get it. Again, the key with them, remember we said it's like each season they're getting a little better and a little better and a little better, but they missed this and they missed that. Like, you know, we talked about the start, great opening cinematic to get people hyped for the season. Just wish that was in game, right? Then doing this amazing story missions. Arguably some of the best in the game. Just tighten up a little bit on the transition when the big event ends, so it's a little bit more cohesive.
I just want my hug.
The bro hug, yeah, I get it. So my thing is, all they now, it's called like that threading. They just got, it's like, you know, it's like they give us something, stop, abrupt, give us something, stop, abrupt. Like we just got to seamlessly thread this thing together, make it nice, and then it's good. But I'm confident they're going to do it because they hear our complaints. The biggest thing I feel is how much we complained about the Undying Mind. I think that threw them off. They thought, they were like, yeah, this is it. No, this is not it.
Yeah,
don't you ever do that again.
Yeah, don't.
Don't you ever Undying Mind us again, right? So if you build something up like this, so that I think the key is, remember, this Season of Dawn and Shadowkeep was built together, right? Now we have the next season. And I want to jump into what Tassie's saying real quick, because at the end of the day, I do think, based on what happened in that second mission.
Yeah, okay, I know this theory. I know the artist.
I think he's on to something because we didn't know. We are looking at that roadmap like, what the hell is Imperium whatever,
Foundation,
right? Yeah. Right. So now it becomes, look, we all know Trials is coming back. Let's just not even Trials is coming back.
Placeholder cards and other such stuff.
Everything's out there, right? So now I do subscribe. Shout out to Paul Tassi, tremendous article. I am subscribing to we are going to build or we're going to construct the new trials for whatever it is. And maybe this is where narratively, your boy might hold a place. It might be. I mean, he's got the voice for it. We got the tease during mission 2.
Yeah.
It sounded like very announcing to me the way he was talking to me.
2 for 1. Like I even heard that and I was like, even before I read the article, I just heard it and I was like, that's kind of funny. Like,
yeah. I was thinking that because I'm like, I'm literally being cheered on.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think they're building something towards that narratively. Again, cohesive, pay it off right. And then I'm fine. I'll be good with that. I'll be really good with that. I'll be really good. But also, we got to look, I know Titans, this is all about y'all. This is the Titan DLC. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I just need a proper payoff. Like I said, the bro hug for my man, something with my mans. Like, I just don't want what happened at the end of Curse of Osiris with Osiris. I don't want him to deuces. And we didn't even, that's another thing. We didn't even get Sagira. Yo. Where is Sagira? Where's Sagira?
With Osiris?
We have not heard the actress.
She's busy. They did not get her to record any more voice lines.
Oh, clear. Like, again, I get it. My man has to play backseat to your man. Your man's the showcase showdown. I get it. I just need a proper payoff. He said she's expensive. Yo, WD. WD is a fool.
It's that Hindi budget. They can't get those big actors anymore.
I know. That's the problem when you got the big. But yeah, we got to get her back. We got to get a proper conclusion for the boy. Even if he's going to go back on his Infinite Forest trip again or whatever he do. But just don't deuces us like you did at Curse of Osiris. And there's no, even with Akora, there was no emotional nothing. It was just, all right, you look at, you're muted. You look at him and smile and that was it. You're muted.
Oh, I was just going to say, it's like, what if he does? What if he just deuces you? He goes back in the Infinite Forest and just like,
I'm nervous.
Hey, I got to stay on patrol. I'm not allowed back
I don't
in the
get
tower.
the vibe.
I'm still in exile.
You know why I'm nervous? First of all, his NPC says exiled warlock.
Oh, yeah.
Former Vanguard. Like, they're letting you know he ain't coming back, right? Okay, fine. But what really makes me nervous is when you go to him, he's not like any other NPC. What you mean stop with this warlock? My man is the DLC Game & Forte. Shut your hunter mouth. Anyway, your man dead. Moving on. We waiting for the real Hunter Vanguard. We waiting for the real. My man Odin. Odin solved the true.
That's gonna be a whole. I still want to see how that story goes down. But
what's his ghost name? The one everybody.
What is it? Like
pork chop? What was it?
Pork chop. Yeah, I think it's pork chop. Yeah, that's right.
Whatever. Something. Shout out to that ghost that brought back the real Hunter Vanguard. I'm pissed. I'm waiting for Game of Forte to respond. He ain't responding fast enough. I want to get his blood boiling. But anyway, pulled pork. There we go. I was calling pork chop. Pulled pork. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, listen. At the end of the day, shout out to y'all. But they gotta pay that off. We gotta do that right. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I was nervous because when you talk to him, isn't he a weird NPC? He doesn't have static categories, but it's just a blank screen.
Yeah, he's pretty. You may give you that one quest item, and then there's nothing.
Yeah, then there's nothing, and I'm just like, you already setting it up that you ain't gonna be around, but they gotta pay it off right.
Well, Ikora looks about the same way. Apparently, Warlock NPCs don't have much to do,
bro. She was shining for a little bit during Vex Offensive. It felt good to get bounded from her.
Yeah, and then when Undying Mind came, you're like, get out of here. I don't need to talk to you.
Yeah. Shout out Dramatic Warlock Life representing. There we go. There's my Warlock stand up. But yeah, that's it. But look, it's gonna be interesting to see Marina Burker. Oh yeah, that's a the love interest in Deadpool. Oh yeah, she costs money. She ain't on the budget. Yeah. That's what it is.
So it's like,
yeah, he ain't gonna have no ghosts going on right now.
I ain't afraid.
Shout out to Odin Fair. It's gonna be him by himself. That'd be that. But the payoff got to be cool. I think that's what we're definitely doing. We're definitely setting up some trials for the future. We're creating it or establishing it, the new threat. And let me ask you this. I've been rambling about Osiris. Saint, what do you think happens?
Man, I don't know.
Without
It
going
looks
too
like he's
spoilery.
got his little shotgun propped up in the tower or accidentally floating in the tower. I don't know why it's
Yeah.
there. I don't know if it's like
Glitch.
a joke because we like broke time in his tower. That's like his spot in the tower, but not really. But then he's just chilling out in the
Mhm.
hangar in a weird ass spot. I
Can
don't know.
he exist in this timeline with Zavala?
Oh,
Who's the
he's just gonna
Vanguard
go
commander?
Spartan his butt off that tower ledge. He's just gonna sit out there. But
What's the heart? Let me ask you this, Titans. What's the hierarchy now? Like as far as your favorites, Saint is out here.
Zavala's in the bottom.
with- Damn.
What?
All right, so let me ask you this. Let's ask the real question. Shax and your man Saladin, where's that ranking at? Because I already know y'all putting Saint-14. Whatever Saint-14 has clearly established himself as Titan's main's number one favorite Titan.
Oh
I'm
no,
assuming for
you
you.
look on Twitter, people are saying that, and people are like, hey, no, Shax is bae. There's a lot of people that have some
Really?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of back and forth on like, no, don't you talk
Mhm.
about my Shax like that. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Like Shax is legit.
Mhm.
That'd be a fun like one-on-one match to see. Like, all right, two Crucible matches or something like that, and to
Mm.
see who's going to. I don't know. Like both are at least cool. Like, I mean, Shax is awesome. There's a cool there's actually a GDC Game Developers Conference
Mhm.
video that one of the Bungie devs went down and explained how the character of Shax was built.
Really?
Because he's not really ever been a character. He's never been in story missions or anything, but we feel like we know him better than most. And it's like the
Yes.
announcing he does in there, the voice lines he
Oh,
has.
Love that.
The actors like Shakespearean, like classically trained, so they
That's my
use like
homie.
his
That's the
projection and
homie.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so they go
That's the
through
homie.
like how they take like just an NPC and build an announcer, quote announcer, into a character. And it was actually a really cool thing. So go look up like one of the Bungie ones at GDC. I don't know if it was the last year or the one coming up or whenever it was. That was really cool to see about Shax because they go through and they're like how to make an announcer cool. And like
Yeah.
when they started out, they showed some of his lines. He's like, good job, Guardians. And he's just pretty chill in like the early part. And it was until either Taken King or Rise of Iron, they showed when they started giving him like emotion. Yeah, he's like, this is glorious. Like, this is amazing. Like when he does all those things, that didn't come about at first. And when he took over and like started building that character, it's been really cool to watch. And then you see the
see the evolution.
That was cool.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, just seeing that about Shax is actually really awesome. But I mean, Saint hasn't been here that long. I know Zaval is like, hey, save the tower. He's this guy, but dude, you gotta buck up at some point if you want to stand in the tower with the other two that are in there now. He's got to get his act together at some point. He's got to have some either sacrificial or a badass moment in like Destiny 3. He's got to earn his stripes again because right now he has been demoted a couple times in my head.
We get it. My question now is where are you at with the Saladin and then Shax? And so Saladin is your third favorite.
I don't know, man.
Where are you at with Saladin?
Saladin and his fire hammer and he taking on like the wall and the fight of Six Fronts and fighting Siva. Like he did an awesome job. I don't know, dude. All of those are awesome. I can't place all of them. Okay, fine. Osiris or Ikora, you have two to pick from. Go.
Oh, it's Osiris in a heartbeat.
Well, there you go. You don't have as many Titans to pick from because apparently there's
no warlocks running around out here.
Exactly.
Shout out to Forte with the slander.
All die. The Titans just keep surviving.
Easy.
Whoa.
Easy.
What?
Shout out to Forte with the slander. I take him over the overrated exile, scared to come to the tower, quivering in fear. What are you talking about, Forte? First of all, my man left the tower because you fools were listening to that faceless idiot, that false prophet who got murdered in the Red War. What's his fate? The charlatan, the speaker. Yeah, you know what's funny? You know how nobody misses the speaker? I think that's hilarious. Like, Osiris came up the tower, they's talking like it's a regular day. Nobody put a gravestone, nobody shed a tear for the false prophet. You notice that? Don't you find that quite hilarious? Like, we mourned Cade. Everybody got somewhat of a mourning, right? You know who got more shine than the speaker? Remember when we did the Haunted Forest and they killed Master Ives from the
Master Ives, his little plaque,
from the from the reef. got more of a burial. He got the 12-gun salute than the speaker. So that's why my man left, because you guys are idiots. He knew the Vex was real. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just wasn't on his wavelength yet. So he's like, all right, I'm out. Y'all not realizing what the true threats are. Holler at me when y'all do. Then y'all built this stupid thing I Cora built, and guess where my man is at? Back to save y'all from what y'all did. So that's the answer to that question. But back to you. Saladin.
Well, there's Saladin,
Where we
Saint, and
at?
Shaxx. I don't know. I haven't thought
Come
about this
on,
before.
tough choice. Rabbit, gun to your head, gun to your head. Favorites. Rank them. Come on. You the Titan man. Come on now.
From my experience that I've got and from what I've seen, Saladin, Shaxx, Saint.
God, Saladin over Shaxx. Wow. I was surprised. I didn't think you'd do that. I didn't think you'd have Saladin. I don't hear a lot of Saladin. Titans, man. Saladin or Shaxx?
Rise of Iron
I need to
has
know
an
this.
awesome spot for Saladin.
It does. It does. I'm not saying you're probably the first I've heard say that.
I was
thought
like,
you were
gun to
gonna for
my
sure.
head, I'm like thinking through Destiny's history. And again, this is where Shaxx hasn't got the love of what he's done. He is the
Right.
Crucible owner, but like Saladin's out there fighting the wolves and Siva,
Right.
the whole
Because you've
and the
seen him
Iron,
in
and he's
action.
part of the Iron Lords. Like, so
Say that name again. Say that. I like that name. Say that name. Say that. Say that.
oh, you're
name
good.
again.
You're
Say
good.
that
You heard it. Yeah, you're
name.
good. But it's like I mean, we had all of that awesome backstory of what they went through and everything, and that's what I was like. He comes every so often, but it's like for character lore story, I think Saladin's cool. We don't have as much on Shaxx. We know he's Crucible guy, and there's probably plenty of lore I'm missing. And then Saint,
Right.
while being awesome, it sounds like he's one of the best of all time. We don't know him that well yet. So currently,
Right.
just of current base knowledge and stuff, maybe Saint will come back and take them all out. But for the time being, I would put the every so often seasonal visitor of Saladin on top. I know everybody's like, really, Salad Bar up there? Yeah.
Oh my. See, we not gonna have these Osiris slander messages in here. This is not allowed on the last word. He said, technically, we now are fixing his problem because he left the sun out alone and the Cabal just figured out how to use it. So basically, we're cleaning up the mess again. And that's right. Y'all ain't cleaning up no mess. First of all, y'all broke the timeline.
Okay, when we go to Mercury and you play those strikes, and we're literally saying, hey, yeah, another version of the time is broke. He's like, why are you doing this? He's like, I figured the Guardians could fix it. He does keep breaking stuff that we do have to fix. Every time we play the strike. Who constructed this
to bring your man back? Who constructed this device to bring your man back? Who attempted to bring your man back?
I'm not saying, but like.
Okay. So there could be some mistakes along the way of trying to save someone from death from a timeline.
I'm just saying he has broken things too. You were just saying he didn't break anything. I'm like, every time you play a Garden World, we're reminded he broke something just for us to play that strike again.
No. Listen, things happen, but my man is the prophet for seeing these things, all right? And now we got the God. You know the Guardian is supposed to be the chosen one.
I think I now know
anyway.
my Christmas present for you.
What's the Christmas present?
Brother Vance robe.
Yes.
You are one of the disciples, the crazy one who has drank the Kool-Aid. You are in the disciple. You are in the Osiris camp.
All praises be. Salute, man. For seeing it. Shaxx is oh damn, they're going in on Shaxx. Shaxx has a private time with Queen Mara. Maybe not important, but cannot be looked over. Shout out to Shaxx. Yeah,
Shaxx is a Mandalorian, never takes his helmet off. Yeah. This is the way.
Anyway,
Lord, this is the way.
This is the way. Easy, Vagabondo. Easy. Yeah, the chat is lit. Yeah, he said, "Your guy needs us to save. If he was the one like he says, he wouldn't need Guardians that listen to a false prophet." You guys got fooled. All you hunters standing there and got fooled. That's not my fault. Y'all listen to the false prophet. That's it. My man knew what time it was. He don't listen to them fake reverends preaching that nonsense. Anyway, moving along.
So the dawning is going on. We got some cool ornaments. Are you gonna get your ice skating finisher?
I don't know if I'm getting that one. I don't know if I'm getting
that. I gotta
get
that
ships, ship though.
A couple weapons.
That ship. Yeah, the
stuff
ship
like that's nice. Out there is pretty cool. Overall, mostly all cosmetic stuff. Spend the money if you want to. If you don't, you don't. Bake some cookies, do all that stuff. But again, the big ones, try and get your avalanche roll and your cold front. Try and get those weapon rolls as much as you can.
I got the cold front randomly, very early, by the way.
Well, I got it on like my first package. I got a roll.
My first package, same thing. Yep, it was like a great roll too.
Oh, mine was not. Somebody was like, "Hey, is this first roll supposed to be this good?" And they were like, kill clip and like it was
That's
somebody was like
mine.
God roll.
I got Zen moment. I got Zen moment kill clip on the first one. I'm like, okay.
Is this just where my RNG hates me?
Yeah.
I got Zen moment osmosis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, RNG, not my fan.
Mhm.
But for your
feel
festive Christmas holidays, we've got Iron Banner and the Valor bonus coming. There is going to be a new seasonal pursuit, another armor set
Mhm.
based on it. Each step will award Iron Banner weapons and armor. So you'll have a little
Mhm.
longer pursuit. It sounds like it will be character based. They
Mhm.
did also say for all of you that were hoping,
Mhm.
as you guys can see the graphic on the calendar shows a bow. It is not coming
Mhm.
around this season. Now,
Mm.
why do you think a
Mhm.
bow wouldn't be able to make it in? What do you think? Why is just a bow? If they had like a model almost ready, like is it perks? Is it a heavy that they were afraid it was going to break something? Like, why would a bow
Yeah, that
not make
is.
it in?
It's just weird. Again, this season, the only thing I can attribute
Season of glitches.
is yeah, they've been having a lot of for whatever reason with this specific content. This is probably the most glitches I've seen, and it's got to be something game breaking. But I'm gonna even think about it because it makes no sense. Why? There's nothing that should prevent it from being in this season. So
Yeah, it's like it's just a
mhm,
weapon archetype, unless it just has like it can roll with a perk. Some perk on a bow
mhm,
is just crazy. I don't know. I can't figure out why. Because I mean, they at least said it's not coming, which is good. They got ahead of it as
mhm,
opposed to people like, well, I saw it in the picture. Why isn't it there? Well, it's
mhm,
not. So they did change an arsenal of tricks. The requirements have been reduced by half. I think that was the slow grind for everybody. Pinnacles will
mhm,
be going 970 max power, so you guys are going to be able to get higher. Uh, there will be offer seven. There will be 7 bounties offering pinnacle rewards, but only 4 are available per event. So at least it won't be always the same
mhm,
bounty, which is nice. Little variety there.
mhm.
And then other than that, all of the rewards will be weapons until the seasonal pursuit has been completed. So overall, the
Okay.
usual Iron Banner stuff, but if I'm traveling for like 4 days, so I don't know how much of this I'm gonna get to play, which
The
is
play.
sad.
Mhm.
But I'll get what time and I can. They did get a hotfix in there. PC settings aren't switching every time you log in. Thank goodness. That was getting really old.
Yes, annoying. Yeah.
Overall though, the Dynamo mod breaking thing, that's been fixed. They know of a couple other
Yes.
issues. Honestly, nothing seems too terribly broken. Just the EDZ. They're aware of it. If you're having issues with
Mhm,
the EDZ interaction on the obelisk, go to another zone, reload that zone, go to orbit, or reload your character. At some point,
mhm,
it will work. I've heard people say, like, I watched half a movie before I got logged in. They're joking, but I mean, some people are definitely taking some time to get in there. So it may
mhm.
take you a little while. Anything else you want to cover? I'm trying to think of stuff we haven't covered yet, and I feel like we've done a decent job.
Kind of hit it. Yeah, we kind of hit it. I mean, like I said, we seen the objectives. We got that. We got the breakdown time. We got seasonal pursuit. So basically, they're just changing in terms of the Iron Banner stuff, the manner in which things are obtained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
A little
looks like a
bit.
little more through the quest. The quest will be
Yeah.
a little different, probably. So they're trying to give little tweaks there. Do you ever
Mhm.
want Iron Banner not to be control?
I'm one of
Like
the.
they have like 3 a season. Do they all need to be control?
I am always of the mindset it can switch, but I remember in D1 when they did this, people would bitch. They would say, "Oh, I don't want to play Clash. Oh, why can't it always be control?" Now they get in control. I loved it when we used to have rifts once in a while. We would have, you know what I'm saying? Like we would have different things. It's cool to mix it up. It's okay. It's just a different flavor to it, so that you appreciate control when it does come back, right? And you're like, "Oh yeah, control's here. This is a good week to play or whatever,"
Thank you, Black
kind
Wings.
of thing.
Rift, for the love of God, Rift.
Yeah, Rift, bro. Salute Black
Rift,
Wings. Like,
Supremacy, Clash, any of those could be even once a season be like, hey, this is our Rift. Like, give it to them twice, but I don't care how much you
yeah, look,
complain. It doesn't have to be the same mode every time.
every time.
And I would like
I've
to see
I've
like
always been
Rift
on
would
that.
be cool if it was just like Iron Banner. Hey, this is your Rift for the season. That'd be quite the
Mhm.
event, actually. But
Plus it promoted different play styles. Everybody kind of plays the same. And don't get me wrong, I love Iron Banner Control. Love it. But you want variety because now let's be honest, when we see Iron Banner on the calendar, you do roll your eye a little bit. You like the reward, But you're like, oh yeah, that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, this,
Got it.
that, and the other. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know
Blah.
what I'm saying? Got it.
It's just kind of
I
one of
got
those
it.
that I'd like to see them mix it up. I know they're always like, just easy, we'll throw it in there. Cool, it's
hmm
fine. But there's just other modes in there. Why Rift doesn't come back, I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for
I
D3 for
think
some reason.
we are in the problem is we are in the minority with this thought process. I remember the D ones, and I ain't shouting out no podcast, but I didn't call nobody out. But I remember many podcasts. I'm like, why are we doing Clash? I hate this, and Iron Banner is just not fun right now because I'm doing something different. I would hear it, and I'm just like, bro, you want to do Control every 2 weeks? Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like we've been doing this for a while. I just would like every
Mhm.
so often mix it up on us. I think we'd appreciate it. Doesn't have to be
Yeah,
all the time. You guys who love your control, not trying to shut down your party. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Sometimes good to mix it up.
Yeah, shout to Forte. I liked it when it was between Control and Clash. Yeah, like mix it up. Even though did they ever have Supremacy ever as a Iron Banner? Oh no.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Well, in D1 maybe they rotated through a lot of stuff then, but
Okay.
I don't think they've done
Okay.
it since D2 because
Mm-hmm.
Supremacy didn't even come back at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it did
Yeah.
finally come back, I think it was just now it's literally just in Classic Mix. I played Classic
Yeah.
Mix with somebody and I was like, oh yeah, Supremacy's in here because it's not even on the damn director.
It's not even on a directory. Yeah.
I mean,
I
sometimes
like
it'll pop in
Supremacy.
the rotator for the 6v6
Mm-hmm.
because Clash was up there last week. Shout out to Scorched, by the
Shit.
way. Scorched
Mm-hmm.
Cannon craziness.
Oh yeah,
Have you played that this
everybody's in
week at
there.
all? It is
Yeah,
so. I am so bad at
it's
that.
nuts. Mm-hmm.
I am okay at PvP, but I am really bad at Scorched Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm so terrible, but I am not good.
mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Scorch Cannon. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like Supremacy has fallen out of favor for some reason. I like them.
Yeah, it was fun. We played it, and I was like, yeah, it'll make you like sniping. You wouldn't be playing as much. Yeah, you would have to change play styles, and I like
Mm-hmm.
everything got pushed so much to range with linear fusions and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's kind of like right now, why would it not be a bad thing to move us around? I
Hot
don't know.
modes, would like to use them. That's just me though. Mm.
I think that's it. Somehow we kind of
Yeah,
get to the
man.
end of these, and I'm always kind of surprised when we get here. But I mean, it's holidays are coming, dawning is going.
Mm-hmm.
I actually haven't fought the new Sundial boss this week. Have you? I need to fight him.
No,
I was
I need
like,
to find it. I've been obelisked in my obelisk
yeah, that's what I've
bag.
been doing. I've just been grinding all those damn
Yeah.
bounties. Every bounty, and that's the biggest thing. It's like, hey, if you're gonna go play Gambit, pick up your bounties. If you're gonna go do strikes, pick up your bounties. If you're gonna go work on these things, go get your planetary bounties. Like bounty, 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 all the time bounties. Just all
Oh,
the
tell
time.
about it. Yeah, yeah,
I will tell you, I
yeah.
finished up, and that was the screenshot I put out there, and people were like, "Where's that from?" I finished up
Mm-hmm.
an old like year one mission on PC because it was
Mm-hmm.
like the Dynasty mission where you gonna go in IO to this like weird little like underground dome area. It was weird. There's a cool picture out there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, a lot of people liked it, so I was cool with that. But it was just funny because
Mm-hmm.
it was just a couple pictures I put out there, and people were liking them, but I don't know if they remembered where they were from.
Where they
And it's
from?
from like
Yeah.
year one of Destiny 2. And I was like, you guys have no idea how old this is, but it's cool. You like it.
Nice. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I
Let's
was
see.
trying to tidy some stuff up. I got Sturm.
Oh, you got
I
Storm. Got
finally got
knocking that
Sturm
out.
because I hadn't touched it yet. I had like it's been too long. And then when you switch to PC after you get it on PS4, I'm like, do I really care about this gun? I really never did.
Yep.
So I was like, there
Yep.
was not much of a point of me ever getting it. So I was like, I'm not gonna get it. So I've been like
Mm-hmm.
I'll like work on stuff and then it's like I'm gonna go knock out one thing off my quest and then come back and like
Mm.
so I've been kind of clearing up some of those things every so often too. So I got Sturm, finished up
Nice.
Dynasty.
Nice.
But yeah, mostly on the obelisk grind because now I'm level
Mm-hmm.
32 in the season pass.
Okay. Okay.
I've got Tangled Short. No, Mars is up to 11. So I've got that
Mm-hmm.
one
Oh
max.
wow.
So Crucible's full.
Mhm.
My stats on that one were showing like every fourth match I was getting a
Mm-hmm.
drop of Fractaline. I can't say that's for sure because then I did like 7 Scorched in a row and I got 0 Fractaline, which actually really pissed me off because
That
those are
sucks.
faster. It's a good way to farm Dawning, but apparently not a good way for Fractaline.
Yeah.
And then as I'm about to finish up another obelisk, so every time I go into Sundial, I can pull
Mhm.
4 weapons.
Woo!
So you got
Nice.
obelisk is 1, other obelisk is 1,
Nice.
season pass is 1, plus your OG.
Mhm.
So if you want to go for what, and then when you get to rank 92 in the season pass, every one of those drops is going to have 2 perks on the end. So you're like, going after a god roll into the season is going to be like legit. It's going to be, you're going to be getting so many rolls.
I want to clarify this. When you say 2 rolls at the end, 2 visible rolls, an extra perk, I'm still confused.
And a perk. Like the entry where, say, if you have like Outlaw Rampage, you'd have Outlaw Rampage and something under Rampage. And you can pick
2 perks as the choice. That's the toggle choice.
So like the way the ritual weapons work, where you
like the way the ritual weapons work.
The last column is 2, and that's usually the perk everybody wants, like the good roll on. So if you get that like multi-kill clip and Rampage out there as your options, you're set. So
okay, I get you now. I get you. Yeah, because that basically increases your RNG if you get something that you don't like, but you get the good thing at the bottom part. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So you get that flexibility. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then one of the obelisks, you can link multiple sundials, so you can literally go for like, you don't have to reset, and you'll have 4 weapons to pick from. So you just be farm at the end. It's just going to be grinding out sundial, just going for those rolls, because every 12 minutes, 4 weapon rolls.
So let me ask you this:
like every 12 to 15, but yeah, that's 4 rolls per one. That's going to be a lot.
It's going to be a lot. So what do you think? Because clearly, I mean, this is not spoilers. I mean, if you look at the Dawning, I mean, if you look at the Easy Bake Oven, there's a recipe for Saint-14.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is not spoilers, y'all. Like, you can see it. So, actually, it's not even, the quest tells you. One of the quests, the exotic quest for the, the ship or something? I mean, the Sparrow tells you that you're going to have to deliver something to Saint-14. So being that we know he is going to be an NPC in the tower, most likely, what the hell do you think he is going to be doing or selling?
Well, some people are saying there's going to be a 5th obelisk. He's going to be managing that. I don't know if it's going to be a way to interact with all the other obelisks. I don't know if he's going to be the permanent watch over time when he sits there. Like, hey, we've linked up all these obelisks. They have to stay permanent because we got to keep Mercury's time like straight somehow.
Right.
So that's kind of a hunch, is that he's going to be kind of the watchover for that. Is he going to stay permanently? I hope so. He's a beast and a badass, so I'm kind of hoping he stays around. I don't know what he's going to... Is he just going to give us our couple exotic quests and that's it?
I'm very curious.
I don't know, man.
To be honest, I was shocked that he would be coming back to the tower.
I did not expect that. I didn't think he was going to be sticking around, because we said that last time. I was like, I don't think he's staying around. And this time we're like,
same thing.
You're going to have to like get him used to this time or whatever it is, basically, to get used to this, this era. You got to kind of get him into modern era. And I didn't expect him to stay. And if he stays forever, I really don't know what he's going to be doing. Especially, I hope he's not stuck way out there in the hangar. Because he right now is in like the flyby zone. He's going to get like Top Gun flybys all day.
Top Gun fly. Salute to WP. He said they needed to give people to go to the hangar. That's kind of true. I don't go to that side.
No, nobody goes over there.
Ever since Kane died, I ain't no reason for me to go over there.
Hey, I will say, if they put him in the hangar and you got a reason to go out there, you got to hope for faction rallies, because half of them are out there too.
That is funny. Yeah, especially Dead Orbit. There ain't no love over there as well. And what is it? Skittles Foundation.
Skittles. Oh.
You like that one?
That was good.
Shout out to them dudes. Taste the rainbow. Taste the dudes. Get your Wi-Fi. Get
if
your
you
latte.
Guys don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about Future War Cult, but he's just killing me right now. Sorry, I was very quiet because I was trying not to laugh too hard into the microphone. I was just maintaining over here. The Skittles Foundation. Yes, they are out there too. So you got your black and monochrome. So you got your Hot Topic is sitting next to the Skittles Foundation.
Yes.
And then
shout out to Lakshmi.
And then of course your red and gold out there. That's too funny.
My boys.
No, when you said Skittles, that made me remember. I worked at Express when I was a lot younger for like not long, like 4 or 5 months, something like that. They came out with a shirt. It was just like a button down, but I always joked it looked like Skittles threw up on that shirt in tiny lines, because it's like so many tiny lines. But I swear everyone was a different color. It's just somebody like, let's just put stripes of tiny little stripes of every color all the way around this whole damn shirt. And I'm like, what do you do? This is the ugliest shirt I've ever seen. This is awful.
That's how I feel about their shaders.
I'm not a fan, man. They've never really done it for me in either Destiny 1 or 2. Not a fan of either of
I'm
those.
just
but
not a fan. Shout out to their weapons though.
they
Skill
have some decent
Foundations.
weapons. They just look
They
like
that.
thank
Yeah,
God
they
there's
look
shaders now
awful.
because we're gonna be using them.
Remember in D1 when we were stuck? Oh man. Yo, future well caught, man. Yeah.
I will say there's a little bit of me that like if I was using that like New Monarchy weapon or that future when I pulled it out, I couldn't shade it, so at least I knew where it came from. Now I know like
Okay.
I know where like all my stuff I can make it look how I want to. Previously before I was like, oh yeah, this was Future War Cult, and it showed. Now it's just like you can get it from anywhere. But yeah, it's not bad to cover up some of those Skittle Foundation weapons.
Oh my god.
So yeah, when we come back, guys, it'll probably be about the 9th. That's when the next TWAB is going to be. So the 10th for us. We've got Iron Banner, which is going to happen while we're gone. We've got the Legend Sundial that will kick off that week, and we can talk about it. We'll have the Devil's Run exotic quest, Devil's Ruin, I'm sorry. And then we've got about a 3-week gap.
Yeah, that's a big gap.
That's the big one. Then you got the exotic quest Bastion. I've heard, spoiler, if you don't care, don't listen for like 15 seconds. I've heard it's a kinetic slug firing fusion rifle. That's all I've heard. Don't know if it's even full of crap or not. Anyway, done with spoiler.
Okay.
And then in February, so we get 2 exotic quests. We get no new bosses. We get no new obelisks. This is where the honeymoon's going to be the test because you get the legend difficulty
7th to the 28th.
Well, the 7th through the 4th, you get a whole month basically because you get 2 exotic quests. When you're done with those quests, there is nothing new. 2 quests and you have a month of nothing new.
We look at the count. Let's see.
So then after said month of legend difficulty, they're probably going to rotate again through each boss. On the 4th, this is when things get interesting. We've got the Empyrean Foundation. We don't know what that is. If you guys go look in your emblems, in your collections on season... Is this the one you told me about? Somebody
I believe
did.
so.
The last one, it says, hey, how much... it will show how much polarized fractaline you have donated to the Empyrean or something like that. So this is going to be potentially like, is this one of those community team effort, donate as much fractaline as you can? Because you're still going to be able to earn the fractaline, even though all your obelisks, when you get to 11.
WD Prescott said he showed you on the last stream.
Yeah, it was Prescott. Yeah, one of you guys did, Prescott. For sure. So it was like, it's the last emblem under activities, and you'll see it in game, and it shows like how much polarized fractaline have you donated, either to the Foundation or to Imperium or something like that. And you're like, you can't do it yet, but you're like, how am I going to donate this stuff? Well, once you max out the obelisk, it's going to go somewhere. So the stuff that we earn throughout the rest of the season is going to build this thing. Is this a community event? Because it's for everybody, by the way. This is free to all players.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm wondering what that's going to be. And then the next week after that, we have Crimson Days, and then we have 3 weeks of nothing. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Black Wings and Vagabond. They're like definitely banners snuck in between those 3 weeks. Like there's
going
no
to
doubt.
be 2 more banners. I bet you there's 2 more banners for sure. Like that's
absolutely banners going down. The question is, how are they going to survive during that period? They have to do something during that period else. Because that's a weird gap. I mean, it's a weird gap. What I'm hoping for is a secret. I think my gut tells me there's still a secret. They can't go 3 weeks.
Well, okay, if you really think you've got from January to March 9th, almost 2.5 months, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever that is. You have the harder difficulty, which is not match made, so not everybody's going to do it. You have 2 quests, and you have 1 new boss. For PV and this Foundation thing, which we don't know, over the course of like 9 to 10, that's not that much.
That's not that much. There's no way they are being coy. I would be shocked. Like,
this is also the holiday time, so I mean, they're taking this break right now. I don't know if they're going to come back guns blazing or not, but I am very curious. That's why I was like, that's why I'm reserving judgment on this season to see how the next 2 months go. And honestly, if it's a lighter season, that's okay. Only bad thing is the next season is going to launch really close to Cyberpunk, so we're all screwed.
Yeah, that's getting copped. One question real quick before we wrap up.
Yep.
When 0 Hour happened, 0 hour was it? It wasn't on the calendar, right?
Oh, hell no.
Right. I think, bro, we're gonna get a secret. We're gonna get a secret.
It
There's
seems
no
fitting. It's in
doubt.
kind of that 6-month cadence.
Mm-hmm.
I would see that as being something anywhere in there. Then you'd have a catalyst that you'll
Mm-hmm.
probably have to grind over a few weeks.
Right.
Yeah, remember on Friday? Oh, me too. Make your strange cookie for Zer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure you
Gotta
give
get that
those
done.
out. He'll be
Mm-hmm.
here. But yeah, it's like
But
it's going to
yeah.
be an interesting end of the season, mostly just because I don't know where it's how the ending
Mhm.
feeling is going to wrap because it feels solid right
Right.
now. It's starting
Yes.
strong.
Yes. Big
Sundials
time.
are cool. Obelisks are a unique grind. We got different weapons to
Mm-hmm.
work on. We got a lot of stuff to grind for. When you're kind of getting down to the end, you're like, hey, I got 3 of my 4 god rolls that I'm going for. My obelisks are
Mm-hmm.
done. My Empyrean Foundation, I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. I've got my legends done. I've got one more
Mm-hmm.
boss. I think it's gonna
Oh.
taper. It might taper pretty hard depending on what's up their sleeve, and that'll be the keys. What ace up their sleeve, or hopefully it's not a 2 of clubs up their sleeve. Like,
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Black Wings. He said, "I think we may meet the lady of the flaming hand." You mean the Sunbreakers? Well, that's what those are Osiris people. Those are the Titans he's cool with. Those are the ones he ran with that actually helped win the war during the what is it, Sixth Front joint. So I mean, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. But yeah, that's too long a gap. E.
yeah.
Something's coming. Something's coming. There's definitely some type of secret mission, some type of quest, some type of quest line. Something is happening, and I'm very curious to see how this season ends to transition into the next and what the next one will be called to. Like I kind of like the story beat in a way. They like I said, they just gotta tighten up little things, smooth out certain transitions. But I like, yo, what's gonna happen with this thing now that Saint-14's here? Like, they are building it, and it feels like it has potential for the first time for Destiny to have consistent narrative. That was always the knock on Destiny, right? Like, what's the story? It ain't no story, bro. And no, it's a story. There's things going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. That each action affects and has an opposite reaction type of thing. And I'm liking it, man. So we'll see. I know we got to see how this thing plays out, but it has started strong. It is start. Oh, what you laughing at? What you laughing
Oh,
at?
I just want to catch up in chat, and I'm looking at like award ace
Yeah.
up their sleeve. Ebontis confirms dual wield Ace of Spades next season.
There it is. You heard it here first. Last word. You heard it.
And Vagabondo's like, hey, while I'm out of town too, Vagabondo. What are you talking about? While Vagabondo's gone, he'll give it. I can't play two accounts. I can't even keep up with one. I haven't touched my hunter in a season.
Wow.
I didn't touch him last season. Till the very end. That was the funny part. I was like, hadn't touched him much. I probably played for like maybe some bounties because I got him up to like 930, which was some easy pickups like blues, or I honestly probably turned in tokens to get him up like the mid 930s. Into the season, I just pulled all the season pass armor. 950 before I logged out.
950.
Didn't even play him at all, and he was still 950. So yeah, don't break the bank too hard over that. Time's not that big of a deal. So, man, that is about all I got. I think we've we can speculate as to what the end of the calendar is going to have on it, but we really, really, really don't know until we see it. But there's a lot of time. We got to wait and see what comes in said time.
Wait.
But
yeah, man.
That's all I got. So, guys, I think we will be off for a couple of weeks. I've got holiday travel. If we're both in town and there's something cool that happens, we'll try and talk about it. But
yeah, we'll talk about it.
Stay tuned on the Twitter. Follow us. You guys know where to find us. So if something does come up, otherwise, expect our next one on January 10th. Should be around the time after the next TWAB. We'll see what Legend is like. We'll kind of get a feel for, everything coming through. So that's all I got. Winner, how about ILP? What do you got? Are you guys on break? Are you guys taking a hiatus? What are you guys up to?
This will be the last ILP this Sunday of 2019. So we'll close it out. We're just going to do a little fun, like have some little change up besides the normal just gaming topics, kind of like a end of the year edition kind of thing. Some fun, light, heavy. So yeah, come check us out, man. You already know Iron Lords Podcast on YouTube, on the ILP YouTube channel. So that will be Sunday. And also will be our last Sunday at 11 a.m. I know King and Adam will be happy about that. Yeah. They were like, yes, it goes back to 1 p.m. in the new year. So we'll do that, man. So yeah, check us out there. And also, again, please support the good brothers at lordsofgaming.net. Tremendous articles. They have been killing it, man. They have been pumping out content. all these guys. Shout out to my boy Bob Dunn. I'm gonna try to get him on Last Word. This guy's very knowledgeable, and he's got a good actually he said he had an article that says Bungie made solo Warlocks fun again. And I was just like, okay, all right. So salute him. He's got that. We got some more Destiny content going up. And of course, my brother King David with King of the Statues. He's got a real sick one that's coming up. It should be hopefully later today. You guys got to check. It's a vintage for the 90s babies and all. You guys going to love this kind of stuff that he's got cooking. But yeah, we appreciate support, man. We've been seeing some growth. And yeah, this will be the final ILP of 2019, Sunday, 11 a.m. Check us out. And of course, be Lord Cognito on Twitter. And The Last Word podcast on Fridays. We take a little hiatus, holidays, Christmas and New Year's and just winding down and chilling. But yeah, we will definitely resurface. Check the Twitter when the time is right. And Warlock Life, that's right, my man. Dramatic salute. I love Dramatic. I got it. Got to Warlock. But yeah, man, salute, guys. You guys are tremendous. You guys give us energy. We love the banter, the bickering, the funniness. Always a pleasure doing a podcast with this gentleman here. So that's all I got, man. What about you, man?
Yeah, I mean, me too. On all this, I'll be traveling a little bit over Christmas. I actually will be coming back Thursday, so Zer still might pop up on Friday.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'll be like taking break and working and holidays and travel and New Year's and all that crazy stuff. So it'll be lighter, but I'm gonna try and get a couple basic videos done. Just some help for some new players, just to schedule and spread out while I am traveling and gone.
Nice.
Podcast will be up for you. I will try and get it up today. My channel will be up tomorrow. Audio, I will try and get up today. I'm gonna spend a little more time on the audio, guys, so it won't be as quick. I'm trying to get a little more effects on there, just kind of normalize the voices and learn a little bit of that. And then I'll try and get my video up tomorrow while I'm traveling. But yeah, Zer will be coming here in about 45 minutes. So that will start the Friday. But I just want to say thank you to all you guys. If you were listening to us on audio, thank you for all the support there. That one just slowly trickles up higher and higher. Spread the word if anybody you know in the Destiny world enjoys this. The videos continue to grow on views. And just thank you all for the support. We're always trying to climb and get bigger and spread. We couldn't do this without you guys. And it's been 2 years that we've been doing this thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So,
too. It's
Not
crazy.
quite 104 specific episodes because we have our weekends off and stuff like that. Sometimes it doesn't come together, but 2 years of podcast, man, it's been a blast. So thank you, sir, for being an awesome co-host as well. Thank you all who are in chat. Leave comments on the channels and everything. You guys have been great. It's been an awesome couple years. We are wrapping up the decade in pretty positive fashion from where we started this thing 2 years ago. So
Absolutely. We went from Mercury and now into the decade of Mercury. We started
full circle.
Yep.
So
Full
end
circle,
of the
man.
decade,
Full
full
circle.
circle. So we're gonna start anew when we get down there. If you guys are just jumping in, we are wrapping up, but I'm gonna send you guys over to say hello to somebody else who's playing in they're grinding out some stuff right now. So for episode 85, December 20th, thank you guys for everything. Past years has been awesome. Lots more to come next year. Destiny's in an awesome spot and keeps going. So have yourselves a good one. We will see you soon. And for this episode, it has been The Last Word.